Here we go again. Come on, focus. I don't know why I did that boost. There we go. Shui Kojak, brother. How you doing, buddy? Morning, mate. Hope you're well. Press the live chat button before I forget. Andrew, welcome in, Andrew. So I haven't got a rod out yet, I'm just about to. Just about to get a rod out. Nice and calm out there today, isn't it? Looks a bit Ray-like to me, guys. I reckon I can go a bit of a lighter lead. I'm going to go an Andy Cole lead today. Some one lead. Welcome in if you just joined. 5 people, 4 likes. Look at that. Jamie's in the house. So we get a rod out now, guys. There we go. It's only take me 2 seconds. The rods are already lined. There we go. I'm going to stick a squid and mackerel, a squid and sandal wrap out first. JD, welcome in, buddy. So today we're fishing with the Rocket Mark II, which I had troubles with before. I put a mag in it now. And we're fishing with one TSR, but I'm going to swap the TSRs over as the day goes, so I want to try both of them out. I've already had casts on both. I've shortened the shafts on my TSRs, guys. I don't know if that's like supposed to be done, but I actually took a grinder to my shafts of my TSRs and made them a little bit shorter because I've been having trouble with the end float caps are too far out, and it's because the shafts are a little bit long. So having a bit of an experiment, see if we can shorten them. If not, I have to buy some more. Seem alright. So there's going to be the first bait we're putting out is that, basically, on the TSR, I think. Well, that landed on the sandbank, so that's a great sign. I felt that hit the sandbank. John B, I'm just your side, mate. Welcome in. If you fancy a walk, come on down. I'm down the washy outy bit, mate. Down the road. So there's one rod out. We're going to put a 2-hook flapper on the other rod, I think. No, I'm not. I'm going to bang a squid out on the other rod for a minute. Get the battery on. I always forget to get the battery on, don't I? Always forgetting. Hope everyone's well though this morning. I don't know how the rig go. I had another rig somewhere, guys. Flapper, but I don't know if I want a flapper just yet, to be honest. Sorry guys, that's just me getting the battery in. We'll be done in a second. There you go, we've got battery in. Hope everyone's good though. I haven't got the kettle on yet, but we'll do it in a minute. Where's my other rig gone? Where had another rig ready? Oh, it's over there. I don't want a flapper though. What am I going on about? I could put a 2-hook flapper out with a squid bound, half a squid bound on each flapper actually. I've got some sand eels as well. I'll put sand eel on the bottom. This is my own flapper, slightly bigger hooks. And I'm going to go a day glow red, I think. Sea Waits day glow red on this rod. I'm going to get a squid. I'm going to hack it in half, and I'm going to bind the mantles on one bit and the sand eel on the other, I think. Piggyback a sand eel on the bottom. I'll tell you what, I might just go single sand eel on both hooks. Yeah, I will for this cast. No, I won't, a tiny. Yes, no, yes, no. They're too small for going on the own. I need piggybacking, guys. Right, let's piggyback 2 sand eels together on that hook. I'll be with you in a minute, guys. Making an ugly looking bait here, I won't lie. It'll do. Ugly looking thing. Yeah, there's one. So there's one pair of sand eels bound on. Let's find another pair of sand eels on there. We are trying to get away after all. I might just bind the 2 sand eels together and then hook them on with the elastic. Might be better. Let's put this rod out, I'm going to get the kettle on. And this one I might put a little shorter. I'll put that one at distance. But see dog walkers about today, so keep your baits covered up. I'll go and get this out and I'll be with you guys, right? Alright, there we go, I'm with you now, guys. Fishing 2 rods now, so come on. Kettle down. Kettle and smoke over it. Have any accidents in the fire now, shall we? I've burnt all my hairs on my hand, that's all I'll live with it. Right, I'm here guys, let's go. 12 people, 12 likes, 11 people, thank you very much. South Coast Hooligan, welcome in. JD, Jamie. I know Kojak's in the house. John B. Welcome in guys, welcome in anyone in the background. Hope everyone's good. Andrew, come on, let's go. The reel's in the shot there. So on the right hand rod we've got a 6500 C3 CT Rocket Mark II, Sports Rocket Mark II, which I've just added a central mag to, and it works lovely on that reel, I have to say. And then we've got one of my TSRs on the left hand rod. The left hand rod's got a squid and sand eel wrap, and the right hand rod's got 2 piggyback sand eels on a flapper, with each flapper having 2 sand eels piggyback together on it. So they're only small. So we're fishing for rays predominantly today. I've got squid with me. I've got mackerel to make squid and mackerel wraps. It looks very ray-like today. You can get rays in the day quite often, so yeah, so all the variables are here. See what we can do, innit? Lovely flat tide, perfect what I'd expect for ray fishing, exactly what I'd like. Forgot any food, I didn't bring any food with me, totally forgot. Hope everyone's well on this lovely Saturday morning. Is that level? Not really. It is now. Got a bit of level on it now. At least when Julia comes in, she won't tell me off. 13 people in the building, welcome in if you just joined. We're fishing today. Let's see what people are saying, sorry. South Coast Hooligan again, I take it your name's Matt, is it? The backpack angler? Fair enough, welcome in Matt. So today we're really fishing for rays. I'll go over it again. We're fishing with sand eels and squid wrap on the left at the moment, and we're fishing with a double flapper rig up at above, two above clipped with a, I think they're size 2.0 hook with double sand eel strapped to them. On a pair of David Tournament Pro Surf 14.6, and right hand rod's got a Mark II sports rocket on it, and the left hand rod's got a TSR on it. And the left hand rod will have another TSR on it at some point because I want to swap them over and make sure they're both working well. Because if you weren't here, I explained that I've shortened, I took a grinder and my Dremel and I shortened the left hand side of the shafts down, the braking plate side, as in the magnet side, the left hand side of the reel. I shortened them down around about 1.5 mil because my end float caps were hanging off the ends nearly on the TSRs. So I've taken the chance to shorten the shafts down on the reels, the spindles, and they seem to be good. So a bit risky, but I'm willing to risk it. Tim and Marina, welcome in. That was a bird strike on both rods. High tide's at 12:30. I'm fishing. I came a bit later in the tide because I want to fish it down a bit today. The other day, I swear I had lost a ray on the last, reeling that last rod in the other night. I had something heavy on that occasionally gave me a bit of a pull, not like a conger, and it got snagged about 40 yards out and came off. So I'm getting a feeling it was a ray that I lost the other night. Kojak brother, I hope you're good today, mate. No, knocker. I'll give you a call later, Kojak, when I'm finished and I've all washed up at home, mate. I'll give you a bell later, buddy, if that's all right. Nice cup of tea going in the cup. I mean, I'm not expecting a massive amount of fish today, guys. This is more of a daytime session with the multipliers. I like a daytime session with the multipliers. Something for you guys to watch and relax to. Kojak never says no to a live. So, Paulie old boy, welcome in. Or Paul old boy, is that from Paul Harbour or what sort of way are you fella? Do I take it with that sort of name? That's what I'm presuming with a name like that, my old fruit. Yeah, we're fishing, guys. So. On the washing machine, and it's not looking quite so washing machiney today, is it? So, looks a bit ray-like to me. And JD, that reel is performing lovely with that centre mag on it, mate. So what I'm going to do, Jay, morning sea weights. What I'm going to do, JD, is I'm going to get a really skinny piece of aluminium plate, like a piece of, or something, you know, stainless steel, and I'm going to araldite that to the back of the casing, Jay, where the hole is for the centre mag that was, for the mono mag that was in there. I'm going to lightly araldite it to the back of the case, and I'm going to get some chemical metal, in grey obviously, and I'm going to fill the hole up with chemical metal, so it's nice and flush and smooth. So I'm going to repair the casing of the Mark II sports rocket with a bit of araldite and a bit of stainless plates glued inside it. So this right hand one over here is a sports rocket Mark II, and this one's a TSR. Oh baby, I love your haze. There you go, get out the way. Boy, honestly, that reel loves that mag, Jay. I did a cast before I come live, and it went out. I got a bird's nest, I'm not going to lie, because I didn't pay attention to the landing of the lead, because I was too transfixed on the reel going out. But it was big, Jay. I got the spool loose, and I wound it off 1.5 turns off that mag, and I smashed it out there, and I wound the mag off, and it didn't stop going, Jay. It was awesome, mate. It was absolutely awesome. So yeah, man, that mag on that reel is fabulous. So it's staying on there, Jay. So centre mags are pants on most reels. It just likes it on that one. So that is where it shall live from now on. I don't need to spend another 20 quid on a mono mag for that reel. And like I say, I should repair the casing and tickety-boo. I know it is, man. We both tried it on 2 different Abus, and one with a cage, one without a cage. And yeah, it works really well on the one with the CT barred cage. That's the crazy thing, Jay. So it responds well to the one. You've got flat cages on yours, haven't you, as well? So it doesn't seem to like the flat or the solid one-piece cages, but it likes the CT style one, as in the bars, this normal barred one. So interesting. Tell you what, the beach has changed since the last time I was here dramatically. Like, there's so much change every time you come to this beach. It really is. Fishing frustration, welcome in. Hope you're well, John. Sorry if I've missed anyone. Welcome in. 20 people, 16 likes. Thanks very much for the likes, guys. Appreciate the love. We've forgotten food today, though. That's the only issue I've had today. I've forgotten food like a plonker. Absolute plonker on me. And no Deliveroo's delivering down here, I can tell you. Lovely morning, afternoon, whatever it may be. We'll sit on the rods for a little bit today, we're not in a rush. Like I say, high tide's at 12:30 or 1:45ish. So I'm going to fish the tide down 2 or 3 hours. So, until we can't anymore, pretty much. We're here for a few hours, guys. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Is anyone else going to be fishing this weekend? The picture quality is looking pretty good, isn't it? So I'm lucky down here. The reception seems okay. I'll say that, he'll probably go mad now. Oh, I'm lovely and warm now. I've got this jacket on. I might put the gloves on in a minute. It's actually quite chilly. Chillier than I thought. It's about 5 degrees, but it's chilly. It's weird. It was colder now than when it was -degrees. It's weird. Just hoping a big ray comes through here today or something like that. If you go for a conger, you've got big rigs and you've got squids. So both rods are on 20-pound line. Is the rough ground. With leaders. Yeah, it's cold for me, John. I've got to be careful not to get my back cold. I'm alright if I tuck my jumper into my long johns, or I tuck my t-shirt into my long johns, which I've got on, and then I tuck my jumper into my joggers, and I've got my -20 fishing suit on, John, so I ain't getting cold, bud. You need to, everyone, like, here's a word of advice to all you sea anglers who've never done, I know you have, John, you've done carp angling, yeah? But here's my word of advice to any sea anglers. When you're buying weather gear, look at carp fishing gear or hiking gear. Don't look at sea angling gear, I'm telling you. Sea angling gear is always really lightweight and it's never warm enough. It's never good enough for my liking. Look at freshwater gear. It's so much more robust, trust me. For the money you pay for it, you'll get a lot more out of a bib and brace and a jacket from freshwater than you will from a sea supply. It'll cost you a little bit more, but you'll get so much more out of it. So there's my hint for the day. Look at freshwater clothing, it's so much more warm, trust me. They sit round for days on end, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not keen on IMAX stuff, man, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's got it, John. Everyone's got IMAX, man. Everybody has it, don't they? I had the old Sundridge suit. Was it a Sundridge one back in the day? Can't remember. It was a black one. And it was just the one everyone had back in the day. That was alright. It was never warm though, man. It's supposed to be warm. These suits I've got on now, -20, and you stay warm to -5, -6. You stay warm in it, trust me. It's crazy. I've been out fishing, carp fishing, -6 when the lake was trying to freeze in front of me for like 3 days in this suit, and I never got cold, so that sort of says it all, doesn't it? I'm not slagging all the other suits, don't get me wrong, I'm not slagging it, man. I'm just saying I find freshwater gear over the years so much better material as well, but it's more robust. This suit I've got on here is 10 years old now and it's like brand new when I wash it. "22 people in the building on a Saturday, come on." Yeah, John, I used to wear them, mate. The old rubbery, plasticky road workers waterproofs, mate. That's the ones. Back in the day, mate. I still got a rubbery waterproof set, John. It's a really good set though. It's Helly Hansen Voss, and it's a really good waterproof set, man. It's a bit rubbery, but it's breathable, believe it or not, and it actually works well, man. And it's lightweight, so it's actually really good to wear over like good jackets and stuff. So I will be wearing that a lot more in the spring, summer when it starts raining more. So I'll use that. Because you won't see me shying off because of a bit of rain, guys. There'll be times where it's pouring down, I'll be out fishing. I love it, I do. No, exactly that, Jade. None of it's very waterproof, mate. That's what I found over the years. It's all made out of that material, which is almost kind of porous. So it kind of gets to a point where it's saturated. Bird strike imminent. It gets to the point where it's saturated and then it comes through. Whereas this carp suit I've got on doesn't do that, man. It is waterproof. It's just a word of advice from my experience to sea anglers that might not have ever done any fresh water. Don't shy off from freshwater clothing just because it's green or pale colours. It's honestly, it's really good gear. It's not all of it though. Not all of it. Don't go for the big brands that are like, look around, some of the smaller stuff. I think this is iCarp. This one I got on iCarp, I think it's called, and it's really good quality. It's like half the price of, or a third of the price of some of the other suits. And it's really good. It's done with pride. That is a banging cup of tea, I have to tell you. So we're fishing this rough ground area again today. So we might lose a bit of tackle. We might not. We might get away, we might not. But I'm pretty convinced that fish I lost on the last bit of that live the other day, the last rod I reeled in, was a ray. Because it didn't give much fight, it was dead weight. It sometimes tugged back a bit, and when it got 40 yards in, it hit the rock bed out there and it snagged up and come off. So I get a feeling it might have been a ray, unfortunately. And I've set my bivvy up lovely, sort of cross side to the wind, so I could have set it up the other direction to be honest, and it would have been better, but we're alright. Yeah, use fabric, gold, innit? What's the name? Gold. Fab Seal Gold. That's the best one. Yeah, you just use Fab Seal for any clothing. You can use Fab Seal. You don't necessarily want gold though. Gold's the one I use on my tents and stuff, bivvies. I don't know if you want gold for clothing. Just a standard Fab Seal. I'd always use Fab Seal. Always. I never buy the little spray tin of it either. I buy one you put in a diffuser, or I on the tents I use a sponge. And I buy it by the bottles, like rather than the spray tins. So it's expensive. Yeah, you know South Coast. It's expensive in the little tins. You want to get the big bottle of it and just get a diffuser and mist it on. I'm going to have to get I'm going to have to get a new carp fishing bivvy soon. I'm dreading that. They're not cheap anymore. Especially with the brands I like to go with. There's only a couple of brands I use for carp fishing bivvies. I don't mess around. Right, so the live's been running 34 minutes. That means one of them rods has been out at least half an hour now. Yeah, Aqua or Trekker. But the problem is Aqua's not even made in the UK anymore, Kojak. It's made in China as well now, mate. So they're not what they used to be, buddy. If I could get an old stock Aqua brand new, one of the UK made ones, I would do, mate. Just a Mark II Aqua dome, mate. Yes, please. Bring it on. I might actually search for one, Kojak. If you ever get 5 minutes, Kojak, you're good on the internet, mate. Have a look, will you, for a Mark II Aqua with the peak, you know the one I mean. One man, normal size. I'll have a look, but I know you're pretty good on the internet because you said you're into gaming and stuff, so I guess you're pretty good on the internet, mate. So if you ever get bored, Kojak, and you want 5 minutes to look, mate. Yeah, Aqua moved to China, mate, unfortunately. They're not handmade in UK anymore like they used to be. I hate to tell you. The other brand now that's worth looking at biddies is Fox. Fox is always worth a look. They're good. So many people in the house, 21 likes, thanks very much. Predominantly fishing for rays today, guys. I will be for a few sessions, to be honest. For anything really, but I will be using ray style baits. But what doesn't eat a ray style bait? Come on, let's be honest. I think really we can sit on baits for quite a while today because they're not getting touched. And let's see if they were, so I'm happy to rechuck every sort of half hour, 40 minutes at the moment. I'll fish a bit harder as the tide's on the drop and we've got a bit more flow maybe. I'll put a bit more effort in a bit later. Oh, is Dad in the house? Welcome in, Dad. Tranquility TV, welcome in. Brian Mead, that's my old man, welcome in. I think we all know that now. 33 people, someone's definitely responded to a share out, so thanks very much, guys. People are responding to someone's share out, so I guess a couple of people have shared me out. I appreciate the love on that one. We've got the kettle on to cup of tea number 2. When I was catching the smooth hounds in the summer, I couldn't actually make cups of tea, if you remember. The fish were coming out thick and fast. I couldn't get a cup of tea in. So when I'm set up, I've got a little tub that I put all my streaming stuff into, and my cup of tea you can give and all that. And that turns into my table when I'm here, yeah? And I have all my kit set out on it. So it's all nice. I've got my pliers, my descourger and all that, my scissors, my knife, my chopping board, everything's there, my cup of tea, my little table. And if I get a guest, I have a seat. Yeah, waders are good. I've got the suit on at the moment and wellies. I've got muck boots, so we're good with the wellies. They're the good ones as well, the warm, high top ones. Not massively insulated because I don't like them like that. I don't like fluffy boots. They've got a layer in them, but they're not massively fluffy. Like a neoprene layer, I think it is. Diane, welcome in. We will have a look at the left-hand rod in a minute. Put another. We might need to put another bait on it. I think. Strap a sandal to it if it looks like it's washed out. That's it. I'm not expecting a lot of fish today, guys. The left-hand was pulling down a little bit there, just a tiny little bit. That's the sort of thing we want to be seeing when we're fishing for rays, is that rod tighten up and stay down and then maybe ping back on you a little bit. You might like slacken back off, back to where it was. And there's a lot of birds working the area, and I can see I'm casting into a sandy area where I'm casting, so I can see where I need to cast now with this tide. I need to put one shorter on the right hand side, and I need to put one to the left slightly, a bit, not too long. I'm probably just in it, I might have just gone past it. I'll ease up on my cast on the next cast, because I can actually see the clayey sand, and that's what we want. Brighton, welcome in. So I need to cast a little less vigorous and stick them a bit short. Or I need to cast about 350 yards out to the next sand patch, it looks like. I don't think we're going to achieve, guys, so yeah. We need to shorten the cast a little bit, guys, because I can actually see the sandbank. It's a dip, actually, sand bowl. Jay's all over the link. Come on, mate. Nice one. Good job, Jay. Jay's on the links. Jay will always drop the link in as you come in. He doesn't generally do it much more than that. Appreciate the link drop, Jay. Meow. Do you want to come fishing? Do you want to come fishing? Yeah, man, I fancy the day session, Brighton, just because it's nice on the multipliers and that, isn't it? I'm not really doing anything fancy though, because I'm only short range casting. I'm only overhead thumping it, but are you going place fishing tomorrow, Brighton angler, by any chance? I get a feeling you might be at range. 150, 180 yard cast, sir. Oof, suits you, sir. Well, that left hand rod's got like, it tightened up and it's dropped back off a bit, so that's the signs of a ray, that is. So come on. We'll leave that to progress a little bit, because it is tightening and then dropping back. And again, it is just tugging a little bit occasionally. It's exactly what I want to be seeing, guys, exactly that. Oh, you're going to Seaford tomorrow, okay. I've been thinking about that recently. Is it, on Seaford, fella, is it such a big chuck for the place, or is it less of a chuck than the other renowned mark, which has got a swimming centre next to it, and lawns? Is it less of a chuck at Seaford to get to them? Because Hove, let's say it, Hove's a nightmare, isn't it? Hove, you've got to get 150 to 180 yards of bait on, so it's a bit of a chuck, man. And I don't really want to go somewhere I've got to keep blowing myself to bits just to get a fish. Whereas Seaford, yeah, what, Seaford's still the same, cast as far as you can, is it? Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter, I'll have a go. But we'll have a go then soon. Guys, we're gonna go and place fish soon. I actually got invited to Hove today by a guy I know on Instagram. So. But I didn't bother because I wanted to stay local, because I've got a fair bit of stuff to do I had stuff to do this morning. I've got stuff to do after fishing, so I just didn't want to waste all the time travelling today, you know. I might go tomorrow. You might see me down Seaford or Hove tomorrow. Yeah, I know there is. There already is, Brighton, I know. Some fairly good ones been coming out, mate. That's the problem, it's a 150s minimum, isn't it, to get to the spot. It's kind of like, I don't know if I want to go there and blow myself to bits every cast to achieve that sort of range. I could probably just about hit that with a small bait, if I'm really lucky. I reckon that is just achievable. Maybe if I took the rockets, right, or if I took the 5,500, which will be ready for tomorrow, and the rockets, I'd probably be able to achieve 150s with tiny clipped up baits. I'd probably be able to, I reckon, just about, without blowing my own trumpet and all that. I think I might just be able to achieve that if I really concentrate on some casting. I reckon with a ground cast or my silly round spinny one, helicopter cast, I think I could do it. So I'm not going to say blow my trumpet and say I could do it. I think I could do it. And Jay would agree, he thinks I could do it, I reckon, and all. A 150 cast with a small bait isn't unachievable for me, I don't think. I can do that with my carp rods with a small bait with the right rig on, so. And that's measured. So 151 yards we got with the bait on, because I needed to hit 148 to this island. So we did a measure up and I got 151 with a bait on, with the rig I was using, and a little soccer bait and all that. On a short rig. So I know I can achieve it on the carp rods. So. Yeah, I like seafood. I've never fished it. I went up there. I've not fished it recently. We did when I was a kid a couple of times. I haven't fished it recently, but I went up there to pick up the TSRs fella. He lived right on the beach, the fella did. So the bloke I bought the TSRs from lived on the beach, nearly on the beach at Seaford, and he explained all about it. He's lived there for years, and I know the spots now, bud, so I got some inside information from him, which he was very kind to divulge. So if you're watching, John, I really appreciate that, mate. And he divulged a bit of information to me, which I'm not going to go splatting all over the internet. And yeah, happy days. I know where to fish for rays, I know where to fish for bass, and I know where to fish for plaice pretty much. So yeah, thanks very much, John, if you're watching. You took my name on YouTube, so, and you work nights, so you might have just woken up now, you never know. Or just about to go to bed more late. Yeah, Seaford's huge, man. There is so much room at Seaford, and it's all worth fishing along there, man. It's all worth fishing. The two biggest bits of car park free as well, I believe they are. Because halfway down you're not allowed to park, so half the beach is like all yellow lines, and then half the beach is free parking along the actual beach, and then there's two massive car parks before you get to that as you come from the west to the east. I'm guessing them two big car parks are free as well. Oh no, Jamie, have you got a tornado hitting you? That's not good. Stay safe. Hopefully you got a shelter or something sound to be in. $26 likes, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 28 in the building. Awesome. I need to just go and trim these stummy things down on these reels a bit for too long. That'll be better. We'll have that left hand rod in and have a look at it, shall we? Yeah, them thummy things are too long, man. Oh, John who lives, Tranquility, John who lives there, who I got the reels off of, said it's fantastic. He's told me all the advice. He does a lot of kayak fishing there, so that's handy as well, because I do kayak fishing, don't I? So it's quite handy to speak to him, and he gave me some good advice, man. On the kayak, during the tide you've got some great options. So in the summer, what I'm planning, spring, summer, what I'm doing is I'm going to take the kayak over there if it's calm enough, and during the daytime when it's really busy with dog walkers and stuff, I'll go out on the kayak and bottom fish and lure fish and stuff, like trolleying and bottom fishing, and then come the evening when the traffic of people calm down, I'll get the rods out and we'll do night sessions there and stuff. So we'll be able to do 24-hour sessions down the beach there. So be prepared for that, guys. They'll be coming. You wonder what that noise is every time I come back? It's the Velcro straps on my bivvy, for those of you who don't know. Hold your rod from falling over when you're sorting it out. There's nothing ripping, don't panic. Planty boy, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining. I've not seen you in the building before, mate. Thanks for joining. So that sand hill squid wrap is perfect still. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strap a wee sand hill just for an extra scent to the side of it and go again with that one, because that's not been touched. It's still oozing juice out of it. So we're just going to strap a bit of scent to it, so there's extra scent on it. December. Because like I say, I'm not here for loads of bites, I'm here for a good bite today. Just a nice chilled session for you guys to watch. Kojak loves watching, loads of you like watching. So happy days. There we go, we just basically bound another sand hill to the side of that. So there we go, lovely looking ray bait. Let's send it. We're not going to send it too far though, yeah? Not oversend it. Spot on. So judging by that rod, we're not even going to touch the other rod because that's got two sand hills on it, on each flapper on the other rod, and they were bound on. We're going to leave the other rod because that was fine. So, welcome in, Julia. Jody, welcome in. Yeah, Brighton does fish well normally, doesn't it? It does. So on that left hand rod, we've just put it at less range, right? Because I can see the sand, I can actually see where it is. So we put that right on the money now. So that's on a nice muddy, sandy, clay sort of makeup, which is perfect for rays, obviously. Sounds like the digger's going. Got a bit of digger action behind us, guys. Building up the terrain around us. Afternoon, John, mad fishing. Debbie, welcome in. Julia, I hope you're well. Did someone say Jodie? Jodie is in my sister Jodie. Yeah. Oh, me and Jodie say hello. Oh, hello Jodie. Hi sis. I did wonder why I couldn't find Jodie in the chat. Hope everyone's well this morning, or this afternoon, whatever it is now. I think it's this afternoon now, isn't it? Hope you're well, John. Keeping lucky. I'm glad we're not getting whitinged out as well. That's good. Oh, seriously, John? Mate, if you're going to come down, John, that'd be fantastic. But you don't have to, mate, seriously. That'd be crazy, man. You know where I am, yeah? Oh no, I see, man. Yeah, John, seriously, if you're going, mate, and you fancy coming down, then 100%, mate, that'd be lovely. I feel a bit guilty and naughty, but yeah. Nice one. Yeah, that'd be fantastic, John, lovely. You're amazing, man, absolute legend. I'm up near where the diggers are, John, as in where it washed away, yeah? You know where I am, yeah? Where you can park at the end behind the garden centre, you know. You know, used to be a pub down there. And I'm sort of back towards the dunes a little bit, not far, about 200 or 300 yards from where you park, John. Where the path goes back up onto a bank, down a bank and back up onto one, I'm there. To the left, towards the east, John. You know where. I don't need to tell you. You're just down the road from it. You probably walk here regular. Thanks, John. You're an absolute legend. Look at that, guys. John B's bringing us a McDonald's down, man. Fabulous. I didn't have any food either. He's an absolute legend. So John, not only are you feeding my fish, mate, that I'm catching, you're feeding me. You're an absolute legend. Because you paid for the bait we're using as well. Thanks, John. Yeah, come on, guys, get the bang bangs up. Because I'm going to get the bang bang in my belly in a bit. That's going to be banging. I haven't had a McDonald's for ages either. That's made me feel really warm. Oh, I know, that's fantastic, isn't it? I'm a bit blown away when stuff like this happens. It does like blow me away a little bit. It's not like what I expected to be happening when I joined up with YouTube. So I really appreciate the effort people go into, man. Welcome in, Debbie. I've not seen you in here before, so welcome in, Debbie. Who else have we got in here that I've not met? Obviously, Tranquility's been coming in a few times. There's been a few people coming in today that I've not seen before, so welcome in if you're new to the channel. And I really appreciate you joining. Someone's obviously shared me out, a few people have. Quite a lot of traffic coming through, so thanks very much, guys. And we're going to have John, one of my keen subscribers, bringing me a McDonald's down, so other brands are available, but it happens to be the one we're having. I was saying you wanting to pack up too early because I get started. We got a tap on the right hand rod. We got a tug down, guys. That was a little knock and a bit of a pull down on the rod, so come on, 2-hook flapper with sand hill on it. I was going to reel that in short a minute ago, I'm glad I didn't. And it's 2-0 hooks, or it's at least 2s. There might be 1-0s, I don't know, but they're fairly wide gauge anyway. They're nice size for a ray, put it that way. Very nice size. Hi, Sweets of Bean, welcome in. Sweets of Bean, if you've just joined, John B is on his way down with a McDonald's in the next sort of half an hour or so. Half an hour to an hour whenever he arrives. So, that's very kind of him, bringing me a burger down. Very kind of him indeed. It looks like we're getting a bit of a nibble on the right hand rod. You'll have nuggets. We are definitely getting some sort of indication on the right hand rod, but we did have a tiny bit of weed on the left hand rod when we reeled it in, so could be a bit of weed. Hi Kim, welcome in. Thanks for joining. I've not seen you in here before, so welcome to the channel. Do try and greet people as I see them. Sorry if I've missed anybody coming in today. If you just joined, we're having a nice session chilling out in the daytime rather than night time, so I can use my reels nicely in the daytime without getting in a mess. Bit of an experiment day to day anyway on the equipment, so, and we're fishing for rays predominantly, but anything really. The baits I'm using, bass, eels, whiting, all the species we're eating, so we could pick anything up if it's out there. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying, oh, I'll try and say I'm all on the way in, Sweet. You don't have to, Sweet, when you come in, say hello to all, isn't it? You'll say hello to people as you go along, wouldn't you? Just say hello to everyone. Everyone understands that, Sweet. I do when I go in people's chats. Like the other night, I couldn't really be bothered to talk much, to be honest. I went into Shane's and I sat in the background, occasionally chatting, but I wasn't really up for chatting all night, so I just sat there in the background on the lurk up I did. It's quite nice. Enjoying the fishing, you know. Paul Leal, welcome in. Hope you're good, buddy. Yeah, we have got it all on the way. Yeah, that's it. Got the Big Macs up. It's made me hungry, that's all. Yeah, I do watch him. Exactly, Shane. Exactly, Jay. I was watching it in the background, man. I was doing stuff around the house. I wasn't really in the mood for chatting, you know. I was having a bit of a miserable day, so I didn't really want to get involved. I was just quite happy watching and reading people's comments and that. So. Welcome to all newcomers. sure you can hear that digger in the background. There's a little mini bulldozer, and it's pushing shingle up and creating a bigger bank, because where I'm fishing is an area of huge erosion in the last 10 years. So there's machinery constantly here pushing material about. It moves up and down the beach over about a mile or two. So, welcome in, Shane. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're well. Just answer my next question. You're prepping for your trip. We'll have a look at that right and rod in a minute, because we've had a couple of knocks on that. So we'll have a little look at that in a minute. I think we're getting another knock on it now. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I might make a squid and... I might put squid and sandeel wraps on that rod. And... no, squid and mackerel wraps. I might cut some mackerel up. A bit of squid. Make some little wraps up. I'll offer the head for a freebie to the fish. Doing this just before my McDonald's turns up, get my hands on mucky. Typical angler, isn't it? I'll just put one of these on the bottom and then they're sanded at the top. I'll make two up so we've got them made up. Just making little wraps up, I am. Squid and mackerel. I can't believe John B, the legend, bringing us a Mackey's down. Fantastic. Such nice people I'm meeting on this whole experience. I'm meeting some lovely people, guys, I have to say. This is a squid and mackerel wrap. It's not sandal, it's a mackerel. I'll start tying them off. They're not tying off very well the way I'm doing them. That's alright. So that's what I've just made. Focus. Hocus pocus. It won't focus. It really won't focus, will it? That's what we just made anyway. Put that one away. In a minute, make another one. I'm going to tie that onto a single flapper hook nicely. Very slippery, isn't it? I need to use a slightly bigger tool, that's why. It just sits in between it, it's not sitting in between it properly. Got squid all over my trousers now, never mind. But John B, the legend, bringing us a bit of food down. Absolutely fabulous, can't believe it. Legend of a bloke. He's donated bait, or a voucher which I bought bait, but brought me breakfast down, or dinner down. Fabulous bloke. So there's the second one made, ready to go on now. I should turn you around for this one. So that's what we've made, a little mackerel and squid wrap to put on my flapper rig. Accompanied by Sandy. I realised I haven't got a rag with me. That's one bad mistake, isn't it? I haven't got a rag with me, guys. I have to wash my hands. I'll get a bucket of water. So I'll bring the bucket if someone filled it up here. I've got a bucket of water and my hands and my trousers. Fine. Whiting with dreadlocks. Yeah, man. We're jamming. We put it back today. I'm not keeping it today. It's a good one though. See if I can unhook it first before Sam put it back. Quite deep. Oh, wow. Don't destroy my rig, please. Open up, buddy. Which way you look, Stephen? I've got him out. Here we go, guys. There's the whiting. Might not go back, it might, we'll see. If it doesn't go back, I'll keep it for my mate's dog. It's probably white, isn't it? We know this. Happy days. Better than a blank, I suppose. If that doesn't go back, we'll get it in. And we'll keep it for my mate's dog. It looked like it was gonna, but it might not. I was kind of thinking about going back. These sandals are right on this rig on the top hook, so I'm going to just bind another one to it. So there'll be a triple sandal. They're tiny though. These are still ones Shane gave me. And they were tiny little things. Lovely little sandals. One. Let's see, I hate this elastic, it doesn't tie off well. gonna get some more. On the bottom one, I'm going to put that wrap I just made. Kids walking along with their phone playing music, man. At least they're walking along, I suppose. Better sitting home, innit? 2 kiddos walking along, just chilling. Not causing bother, just walking. It's nice to see. Might be the group of people in front of you. Right, so we put a road bait on that bottom one. Oh, I've just cut through it though. My elastics are so tough. It's alright. It'll make it. Let's go, let's get this out. Gotta tell you guys that got a real shit next door down here. That Mark II rocket's lovely to use. Gotta tell you, I've got a drop back again on that left rod, didn't I? It's probably another whiting, guys. So we've had one whiting. Tight, and it's on sand. I finished my broom, man, thought it was freezing. Just in time, man. Nice little lob out there, onto that little patch of clay sand that I talked about. Exactly where you'd expect to catch a ray, really. Trying to dry my hands, I'm trying to get some. Oh, a fish bug in, anyway, you never know. Do the old jumper trick. Peter Andrews, welcome in. Sorry if I've missed anyone coming in, I've been casting out and stuff, so I apologise about that. This left hand rod might have like a whiting on it, but we're going to leave it for a minute. This has also got a pennel rig on it, so if we had a whiting on there and something else big eats it, it should be good. The old hands dried a little bit. thing on the right hand rod, was it? We're off the daytime ray, guys. Welcome in, FM. Really shame. I'm trying to be a bit quiet in my lives, personally, so people can listen to the sea and stuff. I'm fishing for rays predominantly, but I just had a whiting, could catch bass, you know what I mean? It could catch pretty much anything, fella. Mark, don't shut up. I hope you're well, Peter Andrews. Thanks for joining us, mate, on this chilly Saturday morning, afternoon even. Keep getting that wrong. Where we are fishing for rays, where I've been trying for a few sessions now. Third session is 2 night sessions and 1 day session now. So we've had whiting so far here. But this is a very renowned ray spot in my local area, so we're trying, man. But there's bass about. The fellow I spoke to in the car where you park earlier, he said he's had quite a few bass in the last month, so there's plenty of bass about. There's a chance of pretty much anything down here. Should be congers down here. I think this is just where it's on the sandbar, that's why it keeps dropping back. I'm not sure. Might be a thing on there. Maybe a flounder's eating my bait. Never know. This is what I'm thinking. This bit of ground might have placehold on it because it's that sort of ground they'd like. So if I could hit, if I go a bit more east and the ground's still that clay sort of makeup, I might have a chance of some place here. So I might have a go. I'll have a go in the next couple of weeks here, place. Oh, Kim, are you John's missus? No, okay. I can't wait for this burger though. John's a legend, isn't he? I'll be able to see him arriving as well. Unless he comes down the back alley bit, I doubt that. Hope you're well, Diane. Diane, it's your birthday Monday, wasn't it? Was it your birthday? I'm sure it was your birthday Monday. I know it was Marina's yesterday. I'm sure it was Diane's Monday. Or was I imagining that? Is it someone? I know it's someone's Monday. Oh, your hubby's gone to get you a burger. Oh, that's funny because John B, one of my subscribers, is bringing me a burger down. So I wondered if it was you were connected. It's just a coincidence. Scooby's in the building. Welcome in, Scooby. Here comes John B. John B's on his way down. I can see him walking down. I can see the classic paper bag. Come on. I'll go and greet John B in case he doesn't want to be on the internet, obviously. I've got dry hands now, so I'm shake his hand as well. They're clean and all. That's good. When am I next going out on my kayak? I haven't got a dry suit. I don't plan on going out in this weather because it's too cold. You fall in that water at the moment, you're in trouble. So in the spring, as soon as it warms up a bit, probably end of February. The end of February is normally about the start for the kayak normally. March, you know what I mean, that sort of time. So, not long. A few weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks away. Here comes John B. I'm going to go and say hello, guys.
Right, John. How you doing, buddy? Thanks very much. I'm sure it was your captain, it was about 10 years ago.
Yeah. John B. bought the goodies. Check that out. Thanks, John. Let's munch our food. John's going to stay in the background. He'll say hello to everyone by voice, I'm sure. So cheers, John, mate. You're a legend.
No worries, buddy.
Mate, you obviously munched one on the way down, yeah?
Huh?
You've munched one hopefully on the way down, yeah?
I don't normally eat morning, so.
I don't often eat them either, man, but thank you very much. So we've got our burger, guys. I'm going to munch this. Jetro, welcome in. Guys, if you just joined, John B, the legend, has just brought us a paper bag down with some burgers in. I won't tell you the brand. Probably get told off. John, mate, you're a superstar. The funny thing is, John, is I'm fishing with your bait as well. Where you donated at Littlehampton Angling and I spent that on bait. I'm fishing with your bait. You're feeding me and the fish. What a legend. So you get out fishing, do you, John?
Not a lot, buddy. Not a lot.
Because you say you fish down near the bridge, yeah, for bass?
Yeah, I'll do a bit of spinning and that with my boy and my girl. I need to get out more to tell the truth.
It's good down that area because you get a lot of little small bass, don't you?
I've had some big ones there, mate.
Have you? What, your side?
And here, there's such big old bass up here.
That's what matey was saying in the car park earlier.
And just through that little alleyway up there, you know the park?
Yeah.
You know that little walk through?
Yeah.
That's where I see them every summer.
Yeah,
for the race.
yeah.
A few old boys, and they always go up there.
What, where the sort of concrete blocks will break up a bit, all up there?
You know where the track is? There's a little alley, there's a little walk through.
Where that sort of dead tree is, sort of that sort of area, is that what you're talking about?
They go just there.
Yeah, here's good as well for the rays, apparently.
I was up there last night, maybe.
Yeah?
I think right up there with the dog, yeah.
Yeah, here's good for the rays, so I'm hearing, so...
But
And this is where...
Down there, it's fucking beautiful down there. Oh, excuse my language.
That's right.
Sorry.
We're not that worried on here, mate. We're not one of them channels that worries too much about it, John. No, I've heard that down there is good, but when I was younger, John, it was actually... I don't know if you remember back in the day, if you were from around here.
I've only been here 12 years. I'm born and bred Worthing.
Up there, where the longest groin is, beyond that used to be a few more long groins. And it used to be the last long groin up there. So I'm going to pay attention to up there at some point.
Well, I know in the summer I'm going to get down there.
Yeah, I know the rays get in there, man.
Posh down there, where all the posh rocks. They say to me, because I was talking to a load of old girls, and they said, don't tell everyone about this. It's beautiful there. And they all, I see a lot of swimming there. I have got a boat down on Worthing.
Do you mean the rocks up there, yeah, the sets of rocks?
Yeah, yeah, but keep going, and it's the private beach, well, not private beach, but...
I know exactly what you mean, John. You don't need to say, mate. I've done lots of work there, man. Yeah, I've done lots of work up that way, and it is nice up there, man. It's parking up there, though, and it's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite...
down here. I normally drive down to that lane where them diggers are. I drive all the way down there and park up there.
Yeah?
Yeah. see a few camper vans down there.
I mean, at the moment where I'm parked up there, where the normal car park is, I actually saw the parking attendant in the
Oh,
first...
you've got to pay up there?
No, because it's shut at the moment, because one, it's washed away,
Yeah.
and two, it's not summer months. So you're allowed to park where we are at the moment till April, they say.
Yeah.
And that was Aaron District telling me that, the actual ticket man, so he was actually quite helpful the other day, John. I'm sorry guys, I'm speaking to John and munching my burger, so I do apologise. 41 in the building, 33 likes, thanks guys. This burger's amazing, John. Like, you know when you don't normally eat McDonald's, but when you get one, it's amazing. Yeah, this one's amazing. Yeah, really good. I'm trying not to be too noisy whilst they eat it. It's a bit hard with lettuce.
Oh yeah.
See where it's welcoming. Yeah, it's not too busy down here, John. That's what I like about it. There's a few dog walkers, but it's not busy. Do you know what I mean? We're not on the seafront there on the promenade, man. I get molested all day by dog walkers.
A few months ago I was down here walking the dog. There was all armed police up there. Swarmed all over the beach. I don't know if there was a couple of packages washed up here.
They had loads of packages the last sort of 6 months, didn't they? When that containers with all that coke went over. Loads of them.
There was all armed up there.
People handing them in left, right and centre.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, not on my ship. Not on my ship.
I wasn't out in the kayak, honest. No, but...
Yeah, I've got a couple of sit-on ones.
Yeah, I love mine. I'm going to get a new one now eventually.
So I've got a boat down on Worthing Seafront.
Have you got one of the proper, you said, isn't it? One of the proper pot style ones, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an open fishing boat.
Is that the one right next to the pier or further up near Lancing?
You know, Windsor Road, 50p shelter, and 2 boats up to the right.
Okay.
3 boats up to the right from that.
Do you actually use it for anything, or?
Mate, I've bought it I've had it there for 15 odd years.
Have you really?
And I've do a bit of spinning. But
Is there a winch there?
Yeah. Old double cylinder lister.
An old fire up and pop, pop, pop?
Yeah. Yeah, it comes me out the water and everything. But I ain't used it in a good few years.
No, what, so you got like an engine you strap onto her?
Yeah, got the engine in my old garage, yeah.
And so it can't sit there 15 years and still be good? No, that's alright, isn't it? At least it's stored up and it'll probably just fire up with a little bit of maintenance, won't it?
I had it serviced for put it away, so...
That's the key with boat engines, isn't it? Keeping them nice, man. Some people just neglect them and they wonder why they just rot, you know?
There is someone fishing down there.
Yeah, there was a guy in a motor sitting there waiting to get out. He was debating whether to or not. In a 4x4, he obviously has. He's like some big and older guy. He decided to fish. Obviously, he said, I don't know where to fish because you come here day to day. And if he said, if you don't get here early enough, you don't know what it looks like here.
I've got a big old motorhome. I thought, should I bring it down, get the old T and get some coating done on it? But I knew there would be no parking up there. I'm just about docked up there.
No, I've got my van, which has got a bed in it, so it's quite convenient when I go to see...
the white one? I know you said you had a big
When I go to see Shane, that's well handy now, because I can just... The first time I went up there and stayed up there, I used my carp fishing bed in the back, because I didn't have the bed in there at the time, but I threw it back in after that. I was like, I need my double bed back in there. All the gear goes underneath it. Jobs are good and when I'm going up Dorset for the weekend. We've had a whiting, if you didn't see. I had a whiting whilst you were going, mate.
I was texting while I was driving. I thought I'd just get on it because I'm
yeah, you can't do that.
I've been done so many times.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. We didn't hear that. Yeah, but it was really nice of you to bring that, man. I do, but I've got one, mate. I've got one. Don't you worry, fella. Got plenty of them made up. I've got a cup of tea here as well. Look at this. John knows me too well already.
Well, I hear that stirring going.
I've only had 2 so far, so it's perfect timing. Oh man, that is just what I needed, John. Cheers, buddy.
No worries, buddy.
Really appreciate you, man. Can't believe you fed my fish today and me.
Get chocolate there,
Oh, seriously, man, you're a legend. You heard me say I had no food, didn't you? I forgot it, mate.
Somehow I didn't. Someone said on the chat that he was like, well, I said you fancy a McDonald's, I was getting one for my boy.
Fair enough.
And they said you didn't bring no scrams out.
You're a legend. No, I literally went to Sainsbury's before I come to go and get some Araldite. I went to get some Araldite Halfords for my reels to stick my mono mags in with. Because I've got mono mags to put in them TSRs because I don't like the braking system on them, they're crap. So I'm going to uprate them to lovely little mono mags. So I went there and then I went to Sainsbury's and I purposely picked up Munchie for the session and left it at home, John. As you do. Sorry I'm ignoring you guys in the chat, but obviously a mod's in there explaining what's going on, surely. I'm with John B, one of my subscribers. He's bought some McDonald's down if you just joined. So sorry I'm neglecting everyone, man. I'll try and keep up with all of you.
Get on it, brother. You're all right.
No, honestly, John, it's fine. People understand, mate. When you get a guest, mate, it's fine. They like to listen to real life convo as well, don't they? It's just sometimes hard to forget what you're saying, isn't it? Remember what you're saying. You just got to remember that at times. I do it all the time, John. No, but mate, this spot's going to throw some fish out. I know this particular spot is one of the bits to be on. Yeah, I've heard a good bit of information from a couple of people, and apparently this particular spot on the right day is the one of them. You get some good stingers here in the summer, man. In this spot here. Here as well. All the way along to the end of the dunes. Yeah, from that point over there with the big broken breakwater. So the end of the dune, a bit further up to where the breakwater sort of finished. Yeah. You know what I mean? Anywhere, man. It don't have to be that specific, you know. It was just probably on that day and on that week they were. I thought about coming up last night, but I had to have a break, mate. I had to have a break, mate. You know, sometimes you just have to, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Shane was on as well in the end, so that makes it an easy decision for me. If Shane normally is on anyway.
To tell the truth, I thought you might have been on because he finished early, I thought, and the tides were right, weren't they?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing tonight as well, to be honest. I'm not sure what to do. I'm also thinking about doing tomorrow somewhere.
I was going to pick the crosser up and I thought, bombed down in that whack crosser, please.
I just sold mine, a CR250, an old 97, the first alley frame one, you know, the Ronnie Mac one. I had one of them which had done literally no hours from brand new, and it literally hadn't either. I bought it with about 15 hours on it and done about 12 myself, and it sat there doing nothing. So I sold it to let someone enthusiastic use it, do you know what I mean?
I've just had a rebuild of mine.
Well, you got a two-stroke?
A 4-stroke,
yeah. 450. Yeah, I was using a 450, my mates, and then I had a 250. I had a 250 Honda CRF. That was lovely, mate. I used to race on that. And then I got a 2-stroke and I just couldn't ride it properly, John. A 250 2-stroke too much for me now. Especially that one, it was very rigid. It's the first alley frame they made, wasn't it? And it was very rigid, man. Very rigid. It was so scary to ride. So I sold it for a waste, before it got nicked basically at my garage. It was always on my mind, do you know what I mean? Sitting there, good couple of K, and that was cheap to my mate as well, do you know what I mean? So I had to get rid of it.
There's so many pipes going all over.
And I know where they end up, that's the annoying thing. So you end up going up there to sort it out and it's a nightmare. So
we all know where they are.
We all know where they are. That little boy in Brighton, mate, he's got all of them, boy. He's got all of them.
I've got a few pipes.
Yeah, I've had a few, mate. I had a few. I was racing for Mid-Sussex for quite a few years.
Really?
Yeah, I raced for Mid-Sussex for 4 or 5 years and I just had a few crashes, John, and lost the confidence. Because the better I got, the more you crash, you know what I mean? That's the way it goes. The faster you go in, the harder you go in, the more you're crashing, innit? You know what I mean? So, and I had to give that up. So, I got into just pleasure riding. But then all my decent tracks shut down, like the Milk Run shut down, and Mill Lane changed, and it all
That's
just
where all my lot go. They're all, I've got a motorbike group, motorbike.
it all changed. And Mill Lane's amazing, but they were catering for experts too much, and I wasn't an expert rider, and I used to hurt myself there following the experts around. Right?
My lot, the group, most of the group, they're all going over to Spain in about 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Booked a big with that Tommy Sell.
Yeah, Tommy Sell, yeah. Tommy Sell used to ride South East a hell of a lot, man. Tommy Sell used to ride South East a hell of a lot. I think Tommy Sell helped build South East back up in Lewis. That's a good track.
Yeah.
That's a good track. It's rock hard.
There, like,
it was.
Back watching them. The kids, oh my god.
What, South East?
Yeah, the little kids, mate, they was like...
The kid's scary, mate, on the 85s and that, and the 65s. It's scary, man. Clearing the tabletop and that, doing whips and all that, absolutely insane, mate. I never used to take the tabletop on because I can't stand downhill jumps. I hate them. They scare the balls out of me. That thing, mate, if you get that wrong, 100-foot tabletop, clearing that, and you get it wrong down a hill, it's never, I've seen some bad ones, so it put me off jumping it. So unfortunately, every time I see a big one there, it put me off jumping that. I see so many airlifts from South East over the years because that downhill tabletop, man. I used to go fairly hard. I was never no pro rider, John. I was just a hobby motocrosser that got forced into racing, really. Forced into it, mate. I did about 5 rides, and then my mate went, we're going riding Sunday. I was like, sweet as. Went riding, borrowing his bike. Went up to the desk, and it was a bit different. You went, take the helmet and the bike with you. I'm like, what? So I went up to the desk with the helmet and bike, and some bloke checked out, and yeah, that's got a ticket, mate. Stuck a ticket on it. Oh, no, okay, fair enough. Inspection, that's fair cop. It's quite thorough for a practice session, you know what I mean? Went up to the desk. He went, what group are you in? I went, the slowest one, mate. You know, that'd be B group then. What's your number? I went, number? I don't know about numbers. Yeah. I went, 38's on the bike. He went, you can't, that number, your mate's 38. And he went, oh, he said, is there 39? He went, no. So he ripped the bit off the 8. He went, there you go, 39. And I was like, okay, sweet. And I went, paid the money. He went, enjoy your race. I went, what? He stitched me up with a race, didn't he? He put me into a race, man, about the 5th session of motocross. It was good fun, man. Come 15th out of 40, John. It didn't do too bad.
Right down that lane, right to the end of it.
You can park there, can
you? Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's the one off the roundabout.
No, from Climping, from where I am. Where
you can walk.
The school is, you can drive straight down that road. Straight clear.
I didn't know that.
It's a bit jumpy.
That's all right, I'm in a van.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that. Fair enough. That's a good bit of knowledge. What, is that all year? Yeah. This is what I read on TripAdvisor. I read this on TripAdvisor. I wondered what if it was that road there.
Because the summer there's normally quite a few little camper vans.
What about that roundabout though? If you come off the roundabout, where does that lead to? Is that what you're talking about?
What roundabout?
You know the one halfway between the farm shop and the West Beach? That's what you're talking about. Where the hotel is. Where the hotel? Yeah, that's what I thought. I did think this, John. I did think this. And as long as you tuck yourself out the way, yeah, that's it. As long as you tuck yourself out the way, you're alright, yeah?
Yeah, I just parked right
on the okay, that's good. And you can cut through that alleyway, just up here, literally, like cut through.
Oh yeah, I do. When we went back the other day, so I always went with.
Very interesting, because that road leads just there, just down that, just past that sign and down to the right is where that road comes round, isn't it? So. And it used to lead up to the beach, but it's washed away over the years.
Where I am, the Red Bridge.
Yeah, I know where you are.
Coming out of there, from this side, coming out, don't go out to the main road, just chuck that little left.
Yeah.
Near the main road, the bend where it goes round, and that takes you round to the
oh, so where it comes up before it crossroads out to the main road, there's that left. Yeah. It goes past the old hotel.
That's it.
And it all the way round. Yeah, John, I'm with you. But coming from the other way, I could surely hit that roundabout and take that left, and that will link into it, wouldn't it? Or not? Is it a different road altogether you're talking about?
Not the roundabout for here, where I've just done.
Oh, you done the roundabout? You didn't do the farm shop, right? You didn't do the next to the farm shop and pull off?
Yeah.
Oh, you did, yeah. But there's the roundabout in between the two of them.
If I come from home, I wouldn't even touch the main road.
You wouldn't come out to the main road. Got you now, I'm with you, mate, yeah. Oh, right and wrong, no, it's a bird's strike. Bird strike.
Yeah, then that'll take you right up to the top of it.
Ah, with you. Handy, man. So I was going to go and investigate that maybe when I finished anyway, because I need to know.
There is that little thing there, you can climb up.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because these guys come at night. They come down at night. Every time they see my head torch, someone must be watching up the top somewhere.
When you said the other day about the diggers, you're right, because they done it to me and all.
Someone come up, basically when I was walking up the beach the other day, flashing around looking at the diggers as I come up and all that, next thing you know, mate, bosh, they were down here, do you know what I mean? And then they just literally see I was fishing, they turned around, looked at the digger, see I was fishing and buggered off. So I think they've had issues with they will have had issues with the digger, let's be honest.
I think they've had a lot of the old diesel fuel down.
Yeah, probably windows being smashed by kids and just bother in general, do you know what I mean? But the baits are coming in untouched on unless I've got a fish on, so that's why I'm not worrying about reeling them in, mate, if you're wondering. Because there's not much point, mate. When you're ray fishing, innit, they can sit out there for hours pretty much. bit of bait on it. Could be a big place eating a wrap. It's been known though, isn't it? They don't mind. It's a tight squid and sandhill wrap. You could get a good place on it. It's not a massive pennel hook. Right guys, welcome in if you just joined. David Haynes, do you need a poo, mate?
I'll leave you to it.
Are you sure, John?
Don't watch you at home,
John, mate, you're a legend. Seriously, I really appreciate it. John's going, guys.
Later on, brother. Well, I'll see you on the top.
You're an absolute legend.
Mate.
Thank you very much.
Let me know.
I don't need nothing, John. You've really sorted me out, mate. Yeah, don't loot there, mate. There.
Cheers, buddy.
See you later, John. Thanks for bringing that down. You're a legend, mate. What an absolute gentleman, guys. John D bringing us down food. And he's just left us with 2 packets of crisps and a chocolate bar, 2 chocolate bars. What a legend of a man. Absolute gent of a man. But welcome in, guys, if you just joined. I've been spending a bit of time with John B, one of our keen subscribers, and he's just brought me down lunch, which I have scranned. I'm feeling very content about it. David Haynes, I just hope I don't need to join you, mate, shortly. No, I'm good. But yeah, I can't believe it. I'm a little bit shocked that I've met John B down here. I think it's the guy I chatted to a few years back. I'm pretty sure it is. I wasn't wearing a hat and that then though, so. He's a fellow roofer as well, so we're both roofers. Yeah, John Bait and Burger, yeah, he supplied me with the bait today, basically, when I bought the bait that I'm using today. Some of it, not all of it, some of it. And he's also supplied me with my own food, so... Pardon me, that was coming. That was inevitable. Well, it's gone high tide now, so this is the period I wanted to start having a go, so... We'll water the horse in a minute and we'll carry on. Ah, your hubby's back, Kim, yeah? You got your munchies as well, then you got your burger. This is when I'm expecting rays, to be honest, as well, now onwards. So, we're going to try and water the horse. There's no one actually about. Quite a good timing by the way. is watered. I'm going to check that left hand rod because it has been slackening off. And rays do that, don't they? Pardon me, so sorry guys. That's going to be happening a little bit. This is what McDonald's does, man. Gives me a little bit of burpees. So we're not honking the baits out today, guys. There's no need. That was on the right ground there. That was right on the money. I'm going to change this bait for a fresh squid and squid and sandal wrap. That tight, I've got to cut it off there. And elastic's like a towboat. I wonder if I'm going to make the tackle shop this afternoon. I doubt it. So let's see if he's not open tomorrow anymore actually. Because this elastic's horrible. It's too strong. Well, we're doing the TSRs tonight anyway. I'm doing the conversion on the magnets. I'm not going to try and do a live or a video or anything because I don't want the pressure of doing the reels and filming it and all that malarkey. So I'm going to do it in peace on my own, I'm afraid, guys, because I don't want the pressure of it all screwing them up. Basically, it's quite a big thing for me to be doing to them TSRs because at the moment they're pretty much pristine TSRs, and I'm going to be taking them and drilling a hole inside and sticking mono mags in them, so it's a little bit of a big issue for me. So I'm not going to do it on any film or anything, as much as I'd love to film that and stuff, but I don't want the pressure of the camera, so I'm just going to sit in peace tonight and do that. That's why I'm not going fishing tonight, I remembered. I've got stuff to do. But the 5,500 I glued up before I left this morning, so that one is going to be ready for my next session. So I might go tomorrow again, guys, another day session, whether I stay here, more local, or if I go somewhere else, maybe Seaford or Hove or Shorey. That's what we're putting out. One of Andy Cole's leads. Extended pulley, up and over pulley thing. No, I'm not going to wet my hands. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm going to have a bit of chocolate. John B, the legend. I'm going to have a Snickers. How did he must have listened to my lives in the past. He's bought the chocolate I like, Snickers and Kit Kats. JD, I can't wait, mate. I can't actually wait to get them fitted and be able to take all them brake blocks out, Jay. I'm not even going to push them in, Jay. I'm going to pull them all off. John B, man. Chocolate as well. You made my day, man. Catch you later, David. Have a lovely afternoon. I'm glad to hear you getting out, man. Go on, get out there. Go fishing or something. I'm glad to hear you well enough to get out, buddy. Don't forget, David, there's always public toilets nearby, man. So John B's also reminded me of a good place to park as well, which I did have inklings about, but I didn't know or not, so happy days. Hope you're well, Obi. Oh man, that tea's good as well. Probably one of the nicest, best McDonald's I've ever had in years. But yeah, Jay, them little mono mags, mate, they look really good. They're nice size, man. And where I'm putting them at the top, they're going to be nice and convenient to get hold of, so. And they're going to be out of the way, because I'll tell you one thing that's annoying about that centre mag, Jay, is it's in a hot. I hate it, it's too long, man. It's well in your way. That centre mag on that one there on the right hand side. It just wants to dig in if you don't hold the reel right, it's weird. But the actual centre mag's working lovely on that right hand reel. Couldn't be better if it tried, so that's staying on there, as horrible as it is against your wrist. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? If it's yours Thursday, I'll try and do a live for you, Jetcher. How about that, mate? Let's see what time the tide is Thursday. I might be able to do a live for you, man. As it's you, mate. Only if you're not going out on the Raz. If you're going out on the Raz, I won't bother. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't either, because you probably would have taken them off and bought some mono mags by now. Because if they worked as badly as it did before, it's really strange, Jay. I can't get my head around why that reel is just dependent, isn't it? I guess on the realness. Jay, you know as well as I do, all abus are very individual, mate. Every single one of them is different, mate. Their own little characters, mate, each one. You can never grab two abus, set them up the same, and they work the same. Put it that way. I'm quite lucky my rockets, so you can with them. I know Kojak's gagging for me to use my rockets as well. Absolutely gagging. I'll get out on the rockets soon. If I go somewhere tomorrow, we might take the rockets with us, to be honest, and the 5,500, and just use one of each. We'll see what happens. They've both got light line on, mate, that's the problem. So we could use one rocket and that sports rocket there. 21, yeah, I've been 21 a few times, about 22 times or something so far. Yeah, man. 23 times, how many times I've been 21? You're 38, you're not even 40 yet, Jetro. Wow, I thought you were about 50, mate. I'm only joking, I love you really. I knew you were younger than me, mate. Well, uncontent stuffed angler now. I'll fill up, I am. A bit of line there, look, pick that up. Oh, a bit of my line I have to add as well. Pick that up, spotted it though, that's the main thing. It's only about 4 inches long, but it's not a problem. So nice to meet someone as well. Lovely meeting subscribers. I'm really enjoying this. I never thought it was actually going to happen, meeting new people from fishing on YouTube. I never expected it to be quite so good. Yeah, no, that's Obi. There's sea defences being built up all around me, mate. They're basically pushing shingle banks up pretty much behind me, yeah. They're obviously expecting some more weathering soon, because they do this when the weather comes. They would claim the stones out the fields and push it back up the beach. Because they had a breakthrough about 8 years ago, if not a bit less than that. Sammy Hollis, welcome in. Oh. Well, that's that cup of tea finished. We're going to make another one soon. Happy days. Thanks, John, man. It really is. It really is not what I expected today. A nice bit of scramble down. Yeah, excuse the beeping, guys. That's the truck. That's the basically bulldozer. Otherwise, the beach will wash away. They're having real trouble with it down here, they are. It's changed so much since I was a kid. We used to fish this as a child, and it used to be about 50 metres wide, or if not wider, a shingle. Now it's like a little tiny strip of it joining the field. It's totally changed. It's great to see them working on it, to be fair, keeping it nice, you know. Well, I can't see that whiting washed up on the beach, so it must have made it earlier. Do keep an eye on it. It's just a bit stunned when I put it back. Oh, street, man. Yeah, California has, yeah. Yeah, good to meet you, John, man. I really appreciate that scran, mate. I was just saying. I was like, I feel really content now, John. My belly's full, mate. I've just had a Snickers, mate. It's a bit of chocolate. You clearly listen to the chocolate I normally munch because you brought Snickers down, mate. So, I really appreciate you, John. Nice to meet you, man. We'll have to get out fishing, man. If you're saying you don't get out much, fella, maybe I'll have to drag you out fishing a bit, eh? Always up for someone coming with, mate, if you fancied it. I know it's commitment with work and the kids and all that, I know, I understand that, mate. That's the problem you have, isn't it? Do get that, buddy, but I appreciate you coming down. If you ever want a session, mate, we'll get in touch, definitely. John Bait Burger B. Oh, now look at old Fishing Frustration there, he's come up with a new name. Absolutely legend, mate. I've had a rebait on the left hand rod, John, since you left. The right hand rod's sitting there alright, mate, so sitting there good at the moment. Like I said, we're not rushing today to cast, it's not about that today. It's a patience game on this one. I'm not going for loads of fish, I'm going for certain fish. There's something going on right in the distance there. There's birds on the water or something in the water. Like seals or... there's a couple of seals at range. I think he's bobbing about out there. If it's seagulls swimming and floating. It looks like seagulls, yeah. It's a few seagulls sitting here. We're going to fish a good couple or so. It's like now just an hour, it's half an hour after high tide now. Roughly. 2 hours into the session. Time is 1 o'clock. So we are now about 40 minutes after high tide. So we've got a couple more hours water, I reckon, before it's going to get unfishable here. So that's alright. About 4 hour live. About me average. Yeah, I've been working this week, Jetro, yeah, mate. Have you? I managed to work. Did I work all week? No, I had Tuesday off because I had a house inspection. So I had Tuesday off. And I had a nice chilled day Tuesday, I won't lie. It was alright. But we've got some new mono mags turned up, so tonight we're going to be cleaning the side plates, drilling holes in, and totally sorting them out with some lovely little mono mags. So next time you see them TSRs, they're going to have a little mono mag hanging out the side of them at the top. Where I want to put them, there just happens to be no components as well, so it works in my favour as well. Where I want to put them, it's perfect. So because I don't have to take all the little mechanisms out, they can all stay in there, which is nice. I don't have to glue all the bits back in place. So it all works out custom. It's all because I don't like the magnet system on the TSRs personally. Not a fan. I know some people are, not for me. So we're going to pimp my reel up a little bit. So, some would say I'm going to be ruining a perfectly lovely original set of TSRs. But some would say I'm not. So, and I don't care because they're mine. And I want to do it. So, I can't wait, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. They're going to be machines. I'm going to be able to wind that mag off so much when it's in the air that they're going to cast like machines, trust me. At the moment, if you take the mag off when it's in the air, they don't even come off. The mag barely comes off, so it's still active even when they're off. They're no good. They never go about more than about 4 mil away from the spool, so it's rubbish. Exactly, John. I'm not planning on selling them, you see. If I was planning on selling them, it'd be sacrilege to do it. They'd be worth more money probably without a mono mag in them. But they're not going to be sold, so it doesn't matter, does it? They're mine. They're now my reels to use forever, mate, as far as I'm concerned. So, and the TSRs are going to be my daily users as well. They're literally like the ones I go to. They're my go-to reels, believe it or not. You know what I mean? They are actually the ones I like using for everyday use. So let's make them how I want them, innit? You know what I mean? I'm going to go to the extreme as well of like marking out the first one so it's exactly where I want it. Drill the pilot hole. And then I'm going to put masking tape all over the plate of the reel. And I'm going to cut out the symbol with a Stanley knife gently. I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to drill where the holes are, and it gives me somewhere to line up both reels to exactly the same pilot hole. So when I start, they both end up exactly the same. Because that needs to be done. So I get aiming like that. So by using the bolt holes and the bolts on the masking tape template, I'll be able to hold it and stick it back in place in the right place, if you with me. So, I mean, this is why I don't want to do it on a video or live, because it's going to be too involved, man. I don't want to be worrying about what I'm saying or doing on a video or on a live. So I'll sit at home tonight. Hopefully someone will be live and I can watch their live and do it nicely. But I've got short little James Fleming, welcome in. I've got some nice short little mono mags. They're like little stubby ones. They're not big, they're tiny. Perfect. You'll see, I'll get them done and you'll see. And what it means is I can remove, once I've got the mono mag, it means I can remove the brake blocks as well. So I won't need to have any brake blocks active. Which makes the wheel so much smoother, trust me, so much smoother. Like the right hand wheel I'm using today hasn't got any brake blocks active and I'm relying on magnet, and it's so smooth. The left hand one, I can feel that brake block working in there. Oh, there's loads of birds arriving over in that zone over there. That's not a bad sign. It's over there, mine, but not a bad sign. That's Jay. You know that really rough bit of ground that I wanted to fish. The birds are currently sat right over where you'd be fishing out there. James, we're hoping for rays, mate. Hounds ain't about at the moment, buddy. You might get the odd one, but you're unlikely to catch a hound this time of year, buddy. No, it's going to be rays, bass. We've had a whiting, that sort of stuff, buddy. Nothing like a big hound or anything, though, mate. Congreel. There's always a chance one of them in. But a good subscriber, John B's, dropped us down some munchies, so we've had a lovely scram, and we've had a burger and chips. We're just about to make a nice fresh brew in the cup. Migratory birds passing through. Oh, we've got seaweed on the kettle. Stinks. Because it was on it, not in it. Sorry about the wind I now purchased. It's just I scrammed the food quite quick, to be fair. It's like I hadn't eaten for a month. Pretty much haven't. Yeah, John, it's got these 4 little brake blocks, that's it, mate. Mine's got 6 in it, yeah? The right hand reel normally has 2. The left hand reel normally has 6. But in the left hand reel I've got 1 because I'm using its own magnets that it's got built in. Eventually I'll be able to take them out or push them all in, yeah? And use just the magnets. And then the right hand reel's got no brake blocks activated. There's none in there. And it's using just magnet on that one. And when you're using magnets, John, you can get away with the brake blocks, you see, and it makes the reel so much smoother because you haven't got that piece of plastic or leather or whatever it's made of. Different ones on different reels. But it hasn't got that rubbing and causing friction anymore, so it's much smoother, man. Hence why we're all jumping over to magnets now, because it's better, you know. Better for the reel. They should have just invented these reels in the first place with mono mags built into them rather than messing around like they did. It's a great idea, but it doesn't work. The magnets on the Max Track system, which is what it's got on the TSR, it is rubbish, trust me. When you see how it works, compared to a normal monomag or even a centre mag system. It doesn't even move. It's pathetic. And you've got 4 magnets in there on a plate, and if you don't have them all like reverse polarity, every other one, they eat each other. They literally eat each other up. So it's just one less thing to have worry about on a reel once I put a monomag on it. It makes them more fishing friendly than anything else, basically. Just trying to make them as fishing friendly as possible. All my reels I own now are either going to have monomags or centre mags or some sort of mag. Ideally not a centre mag, but that one on the right hand side's got a centre mag at the moment and it's operating lovely on that reel, so it's staying on that reel. It's the first time I used it, but it's lovely on that reel, so it's staying on there. Because I was going to buy another monomag for that, but I don't need to now. I'll leave that on there. That was sitting at home because I bought it and didn't like it. I tried it, Jay tried it, and neither of us liked it. But on that reel there, when I let Jay have a cast on that one when I see him next, he'll love it. He'll be like, well, that's amazing. So I bought that reel to sell as well, but I think I'm going to keep it. It's a good daily driver to use alongside my 5500. When I'm fishing with my 5500, that little silver sports rocket there can go alongside it. So I've got 2 nice rockets side by side, just different types, different sizes. Yeah, no worries, Diane, thanks for joining. Look at all them likes, 45 likes, come on. Never used to get this many likes, guys. Really appreciate everyone, man. Oh, my belly feels great now, thanks, John. I'm so hungry as well. Can't believe I forgot my munchies, but John B has rectified that problem by bringing me down some scram, so thank you again, John. We'll check the right hand rod shortly, we'll make a cup of tea. I've not seen any action on it now. Let's see. We know the left hand rod's on the money because it's not holding the ground the same, it's pulling out the sand a little bit. Oh man. See you later, Diane. Have a great day. Thanks for joining once again. I might have to put the old gloves on, I don't have to do that, you know what I mean? It's definitely nice to meet people though, it's like, it puts in a face to the name and all that. Also the fact that you donated to me, John, like, I really appreciate it, man. And please, people don't ever feel obliged for that, because it's not something I never expected when I did this, man. So I really appreciate the effort coming down here, John. Awesome. A bit blown away by it all. It blows me away a little bit when people do stuff like that for me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this evening, guys, having a tinker on these reels, sitting there and getting it all really nice. Because I've seen how other people put theirs on, like, and how they go through the casings and stuff. It's like, I've seen some really animalistic stuff, man. I mean, I bought a reel, 2 of my reels, to be honest. When I bought them, like, the way they drilled through the cases was just horrific. It's like they'd use a jackhammer or something. I had to straighten out the case on the 5500 a little bit, because it had been tweaked when it got drilled, so Unbelievable, man. I'm going to do it carefully, obviously. I'm drilling it like half a mil shy of what it needs to be as well, and I'm going to just fettle it with my Dremel or a piece of sandpaper so it's exactly the right size. I've used a bit of sandpaper rolled up like a file, so you make a sandpaper into a file and rolling it up and then letting it spring open in the hole, and I'll just use that until it's exactly the right size for the ferrule that has to go through, so it's tight, you know? The tide's on the turn now. I can tell by the direction it's going. This is when I'd expect bites now. So we'll make this cup of tea and we'll check the right hand rod. The left hand rod was fresh a moment ago, so. Sorry it's a bit slow, guys, but it's more about letting our people stuff to watch, you know what I mean? Not necessarily catching fish. So. If you're stuck indoors and you ain't got nothing to do, it's lovely, isn't it, to have the sea to look at, so I do it myself. Yeah, it's very therapeutic. What, am I streaming me doing the reels, Jetro? No, I'm not, mate, no. Because it's a big commitment what I'm doing and I want to concentrate. So by streaming it, I'm going to have paranoia on my mind of the live running. So it's going to be playing on my mind. I won't be able to swear when I need to. I could make a video of it, but it's once again, it's just, it puts pressure on it, Jetro. And I want to make sure I do it nice and mellow, man. So I'm just going to do them on my own, mate. And then I can do a demo one day of me putting it all back together as if I had done it, do you know what I mean? But I ain't drilling holes and that in my reels live, mate, no. No, I'm good. Just in case something goes wrong, Jetro, yeah? I'd rather be on my own. As much as it'd be amazing content, I know, someone drilling holes in a TSR, some people would really hate the video, I can tell you. That's the thing, some people would hate it, some people would love it, but I can't do it, mate. Too much pressure. Yeah, I will be, 100% exactly, Kojo. Otherwise I will screw it up, and I can't be doing that. You know, I'm going to start by doing the pilot hole on one, like I said earlier. Making sure I get that position spot on, and once I know I've got that spot on, the pilot hole, and I've drilled that, before I then hone that hole out, I will then take a bit of masking tape and cover the whole round, the whole reel face, probably cutting out the Abu sign so I've got something as a sort of guidance, and then the 3 holes that hold the bolts in place, and then I'll transfer that with the little pilot hole stabbed into it onto that, do you know what I mean? So I'll put the masking tape on the reel before I even start, on both reels, so they're covered in masking tape to start with, and then one of them, once I've drilled the pilot hole on one of them, I'll transfer that to the other reel, so I've got exactly the right hole position, you know? So I'm going to do it, guys, that's why it's not going to be live. I think I lost a ray here last time I fished a couple of days ago in the last cast, reeling it in. Yeah, that's the funny thing, Jay, isn't it? I'm taking a reel that's seriously rare and I'm cutting holes in it, but it's kind of a needs must for peace of mind, you know, because that magnet system, I can't sort of rest knowing how unpredictable it is in its own sort of being, let alone when you use it, do you know what I mean? So at least with a monomag, I know that it's either wound in or it's wound out. It's pretty apparent from that really, isn't it? It's either in or out. Simple as that. Couldn't get much simpler, could you? And there's only one of them. It's not like 4 magnets and. So. I'm leaving that right hand rod for a minute because that's getting some sort of little pull down, but it could be weed. So we'll give that a second. We're not going to reel that in yet, like we were just about to. Bass Fisherman Paul, welcome in. I've had one whiting, mate. I didn't expect a lot today anyway, buddy. Daytime fishing's never that active, and I'm fishing for rays predominantly, but they tend to come out in the day sometimes. So that's why I'm here, mate, because the rays do come out in the daytime, mate, sometimes. So could be a bass about. I'm not really fussed about what we catch, it's more about being out, man. Lovely flat sea, isn't it? So it shows the difference in tides though. The other day was like nearly a metre smaller in tide, and it was coming up much further up the beach because of just that bit of current and a bit of swell there, you know. Today was nearly a metre bigger because it's calm. It was a lot lower down. So this shows what a bit of sea does, doesn't it? Are we actually going to make 50 likes? Come on. Awesome. 47 so far. It's close, isn't it? Get in there. That's another lovely cup of tea. Yeah, you'll get out, mate. You've got new tackle to use as well, haven't you? You've got new equipment. So you need to get out, don't you? Once you get out, mate, you can use all that new stuff you got, can't you? I hope your wife's alright, mate. And you can, as soon as your wife's a bit better, you can venture out, back out, can't you, buddy? I must have stopped the dog peeing on my tent just in time, obviously. Oh, that'd be good if you can get out, buddy, wouldn't it? Yeah, I bet they are. I would be by now. I'm also probably going to make some squid and mackerel wraps up and freeze them later as well, because I've got this squid and I've got this mackerel here. The mackerel's virtually frozen still, so when I get home I'll chop that into strips quickly and put it back in the freezer. I'll cut the squid up into strips and put that, because it's all still frozen, and I'll put that in the fridge quick. And I might just do it when I get home actually, make the wraps up as soon as I get home, and then freeze them. I get that out of the way. So I've got loads of squid and mackerel wraps in the freezer. And then whatever sandals I've got left as well, I'll just use the whole pack of squid up until I've got loads of wraps of various types in different tubs. That's what I've already got down here today, the ones that are here from the other day still. So it's definitely going to be a weapon of my choice for all types of fishing from now on, is a little squid wrap. Squid and mackerel, squid and sandal, squid and something, you know. It's definitely going to be on one of my rods from now on, I think, because it's a good bait, you know. It's a good bait for varied species, so sort of makes sense. I knew it was going to be slow today though, it was never a bother of mine. It's just nice to come out with the multipliers, have a few flicks, set up 2 new systems today. I've tuned the shaft of the TSRs so they're a bit shorter, so I've got a little bit more play on the side caps, and it has worked. Not as much as I'd anticipated. You'd have to take too much shaft off to make it any better, and I'm not taking any more than I did. I've done enough. So, and it works lovely, so we leave them there. And the right hand reel's got the new mag on it, which I had sitting around at home, and that's working lovely, so we've got them both working lovely here. The next chuck on the left hand rod, I might change the reel over though to the other TSR just to check it out, but I don't think I need to, so I probably won't bother. If this one's working, the other one's going to work, because there's no difference in it. And JD, this is the one that I said went a bit gammy the other day on me, but it's fine since it's on the shaft now. I think it was too much pressure on the shafts, bro. I really do. Regardless how you had the caps, to have the cap fitted, there was always too much pressure there, you know. So it feels a lot better, Jay, if you're listening, mate. They're casting nice, so. What, is that Jetro? Jetro, you need to come down fishing with me, mate, honestly. You'd love it. We don't have to go live, Jetro, whilst you're here, mate. I can go fishing without going live, alright? So don't panic about that. You don't have to be live, alright? If anyone ever wants to go fishing and they don't like lives, that's fine, we'll just go fishing. So let us know. It's not all about going live. I just go live when I'm fishing because I like the company and I like it keeps me busy. It gives me something to do, you know, rather than sitting there bored. Because I won't lie, when I'm beach fishing and it's slow like this, I get very bored very quickly if I'm not on a live. So by being on a live, at least there's someone to talk to, gives me something to do, you know. I know it's not the most entertaining life for people to watch, but not everyone is bothered about the fish, like we said before. It's about the ambience, isn't it? It's about being down the beach with me. So. I know Kojak will always watch it regardless, so I've always got one in the house. Yeah, I've fished Southbourne, yeah. Yeah, I've been there a few times now in the last 6 months. Probably been there 4 or 5 times now in the last 6 months. And the surrounding areas. Oh, I know you will, Kojak, man. You're always here, man. Like we discussed on the phone, mate, you're either here in full or you'll be floating around different channels or you'll be You've got different devices, have a live one somewhere, have a film on somewhere else. I understand, man. You know what I mean? I do it myself. I just don't watch anything else other than lives these days, or fishing, it appears. It's all I seem to watch on YouTube now is lives and fishing. But if no one's live, I go back over people's channels watching their old footage, you know what I mean? Whether that be a live or a video. That's what I spend my time doing. I don't even watch TV. I haven't got a license anymore. I don't need one. I don't watch TV anymore. I haven't even got it plugged in to receive any sort of TV anymore, so. "49 likes, come on, we're one away. One away from that magical 50. Are you going fishing with bass?" Yeah, Jetro, you'll have to come down soon, man, seriously. It's up to you. You can wait till the spring if you want, when it's a bit nicer. You should come down for a weekend. Come down on a Friday instead of Sunday, mate. You can share my bed with me. I mean, I've got a spare carpet bed. No, come down, Jetro, honestly. You can use the carpet bed, man. Honestly, you're welcome anytime. Nice. I'd love to live that close to Southbourne. I'm telling you, I'll be there all the time, Paul. Literally all the time. You'll definitely see, yeah, you'll see me there sometime, mate. 100%. Me and Jay like to go there, so you'll see us there, mate, at some point. If I generally go there, I'll be inviting Jay, because I've got to pass through, do you know what I mean? So if I'm going to Southbourne, 90% of the time I'd have Jay if he's about. Because obviously I go that way, isn't it? And to be honest, it's probably easier from Jay's down the back road than it is going the main road. So it's no bother to me when I go that way to get Jay. Oh, we smashed the 50, we got 51. Cheers, guys. I can chill out now. Not that I really worry anyway, but it was just, it was tantalising sitting above 50, underneath 50 there, wasn't it? Tantalising, yeah, it was. I'll let you know, definitely. I'll let you know. If I remember. Got to remember me like a sieve. Awesome, Jamie, I know. It's going up, awesome. I don't try and chase after likes, it's just nice to get them, isn't it? It's nice to get them. It also apparently helps the lives and stuff, so that's always good. It helps with algorithms and all that malarkey. Not that I really pay a huge amount of attention. I don't really know a lot about it, but I'm learning, but I'm not paying too much attention to it, man. All I know is the channel's doing nice. It's doing nice, guys. That's all I need to say. It's nice and steady, and it's all thanks to you guys, so thanks very much. What was that, Jetro? No, I don't mind doing it, Jetro, I don't. My time's nothing to me because I'm here anyway. So it's kind of like, it's nice just to have the company, to be honest. And everyone, a lot of these people in the house now, Jetro, like yourself, have started seeing me from the beginning, you know what I mean? So JD's been here from the very start, pretty much. Like, he probably missed a couple of free lives, and then he was here from then on. So JD's been here from the start. There's been a few others been here from the start. So I've got a few people in the building that always come that have been here from the day I started YouTube. So you've got to appreciate that, man. I think we best check that right, and Rod has been out there ages now. Well, them baits were untouched, so they went back out. And you've got to remember which way the mag works on the reel, because I went the wrong way. It's towards you to loosen the mag off, not the other way. It's different on them mags to the others. Yeah, it's chilly. Hello, sweet corn kid. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, it's fairly chilly, bud. I'm in the old carp suit though, sweet corn kid, so I'm alright, mate. I'm in the old iCarp -20 suit, whatever it is. I was trying to get that one at range, but I went the wrong way with the magnet. So it went totally the opposite, but it landed in a nice sand patch out there, so we're alright. I don't like my hand. My hands don't really get too bad. I've just put gloves on, that's enough if I ever need to. But I'm sorry, I'm not recasting a lot, guys, but there's no need. But yeah, JD, I just ran the magnet the wrong way on that one, man. So I slowed the cast down, like properly slowed it down. At least it works. Works really well. I wanted to launch that one to the moon, but it didn't quite work. If I'd have gone the other way, reversed the mag off, it would have gone out quite a way that one. Yeah, dude, I've been sitting on the baits nearly an hour, if not over an hour today. 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I'm using squid wraps and stuff as well, so squid and like sand eel wraps and sand eels, and they're all coming in perfect, so. Unless I've had a whiting, obviously. Well, thanks for joining, man, I appreciate your time. We're like holding out for a ray really. The tide's on the drop now, so we should start moving a bit more now, and we might get a ray. So let's hold fire for a bit. I'll probably be live for another hour or so. Still about 4 hours, I reckon, I'm alive. Don't know what time that'll be. 3:30, something like that. Yeah, I need to start getting some additives on the baits. You're right, John. I should carry a syringe really, John, and stab things like the wraps with some oil, mate, and inject them with a bit of oil. You're all right, John. Do you know one thing I don't want, John, is that stinky stuff in my equipment, mate, because I used to use it back in the day, mate, and it's disgusting. Like proper disgusting, man. So it's a bit tricky, John. It's vomit in a bottle, isn't it? Basically. It's made my stomach churn thinking about it, John. I remember the smell of my tackle box when I used to leave it in the bottom of that and it'd spill. Yeah, exactly. You stab it in and inject things like your wraps and that. Any fish baits and squid and whatever. Yeah, mate. I used to do it all the time. I must do it again. A Kojak, it used to be disgusting, man. Honestly, you'd get a bottle of pilchard oil and it'd like spill over in your box. It'd be like, just the worst thing ever. And you come to it about a year later, 6 months later, and it's just heaving, mate. Heaving. All your equipment's rotted. All your reels that are in there are disintegrated. A lot of my tackle used to get muddled like that when I was younger. If it's sitting in tackle boxes, that's why I don't do that anymore. My tackle box gets cleaned out like every couple of sessions, like wiped out, washed in the shower, you know, emptied and washed basically. In the shower. There's a 4x4 that came up the other night, he probably thinks it's still been in. I think that's Mr. Baird's, the farmer. I think that's who that is, to be honest. Yeah, I used to use it a lot on carp fishing as well. I used to use a syringe into my like net socks and that, and put like a ball of oil into the centre of my pellets and stuff, so I didn't get in a dirty mess whilst I was setting up. Just before my cast, I used to stick it into the centre of the netting, give it a blast, and then cast it out so it didn't go everywhere. Because I used to hate like wet pellets, man. Although they're the best to use, you know. So I used to pretty much wet them as I went with oil. Used to work for me, mate. I haven't carp fished for a while. We'll be doing one soon. It's definitely an edge, mate. 100%. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, in the winter when you're carp fishing, you lay off the oils and you can use other attractants. You don't want oils in the winter. But sea fishing oils are okay. I think in the winter you'd be fine. I mean, technically salmon oil and stuff should be a good attractant in the sea as well, just like it is fresh water. Any oil that makes it slick should be good, so I might have to introduce salmon oil into my fishing. Yeah, actually, like them rods, the way we got them set up, it looks like you're sitting behind them, doesn't it, on the camera? Come on. Looks like you're viewing them without my bivvy with me, which you are. So happy days. Cutty Jack's now got me obsessed with this one. I'll make sure of this every time now that my rods are set up nicely. If it means moving the rods to get it nice, I'll move them, you know. So I've got them lovely now. I know where to put it now. Could have been a little bit further away today, but that's all right. I wanted the whole thing in shot really, but I could have done it going another 1.5 meters to the right and down a bit. And it would have been fine. But anyway, it's good. Hello, sweet. Welcome back. Yeah, Belgian is disgusting. Stinks, man. Used to use that a lot in carp fishing. Used to add that to my boilies sometimes when I used to make boilies. My special hook baits, I'd always add a little bit of Belgian to them. Stinks, mate. I used to make my own boilies, sweet corn kid. I used to chat to you on Carp Forum anyway, mate. We spoke about this when you were live once. I used to chat to you on Carp Forum quite a lot, sweet corn. Back in the day, mate. Oh, come on, fish. I think it's time for a Kit Kat, thanks to John B. Bit of chocolate. Yeah, you use things like sausage and stuff, didn't you, John? And chicken. Was it you that done that, John? Yeah, that's the one, the Asian market, exactly the place to get it from. It's the proper stuff from them, isn't it? Stinks, mate. Their oyster sauce and all that sort of stuff's always very good as well. What was that, Obi? You're using camper chairs to perch on. Yeah, Ross, honestly, salmon oil is a killer stuff, mate. It makes a lovely slick, you see. So I think it'd be a good one to inject into mackerel and stuff. Even a pilchard oil, obviously. You've always got pilchard oil as well. I just think salmon oil would be as good and it's less smelly, you know what I mean? I still think it'd give the same deal for the fish, it's just less stinky for me. That's what I was thinking of salmon oil. It doesn't reek too bad, it's not too bad at all. I know a good supplier to get really good quality salmon oil from as well. I used to use that in my boilies as well. Oh, nice one, sweet corn kid. Nice one. I hate buying rods in singles, you know that. I did the same thing. I bought both of my sets in singles, mate. And this set I've got in front of you here was the biggest ball ache I've ever had in my life. The other set come from the shop round the corner, Little Hampton Angling, so that was no problem, do you know what I mean? But this set here, what a ball ache it was, mate. Individually, from different shops, weeks apart. Never again. Next time I want rods, I'm ordering, if I want a pair, I'm ordering a pair. Because I can't be doing with that ordeal again now. It's hard work, isn't it? I hate having rods delivered, man. Such a nerve-wracking thing. My first one of these came with the rod squashed flat to the butt. The eye squashed flat to the butt. Sorry. The first eye, the real eye, was squashed flat to the butt. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's always a worrying thing, isn't it? I've never liked it. I always try and use my shop if possible. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to want to get these rods in stock anymore, so. Oh, are they really? Okay. I've got some different types. I've got rocket reel ones because they're an actual zip-up case that takes the handle and everything. So I spent a little bit more, I won't lie, and got the rocket reel pouches instead because I like the way the handles go inside them, Stu. Them neoprene wrap rounds they're good to protect the actual metal side of it, but the handle's still hanging out, so I'll probably end up getting them to put inside my pouches. Yeah, the rocket reel ones are nice, very nice, but they are a nice price with it. But once you got them, you got them. It's one of them, isn't it? And I only really need 4 because I'm only ever going to have a couple of pairs of reels with me, so I can always have 4 cases. If I've got, say, 8 reels, you haven't got to have one but every reel, just the ones that are out at the time, you know what I mean? When I get a couple more of them, they are good, mate. But whilst they're on offer, I might grab some of them because they're good to have round the reel first, so. Yeah, that price, £4 something each, you might as well order loads of that. That's what I mean. Them ones you can have an abundance of, they're alright. Like 20 quid, you got 5 of them, haven't you, basically, nearly, 4. So that's alright. I'd probably get a few of them myself, to be honest. No bird strikes, and that was a big flock. Come on, we missed. It's because it's not that far out, that's why. The right hand rod was supposed to go far out, but I went the wrong way with the magnet. I was supposed to twist it towards me. Which way would that be in talking terms, clockwise? And I went anti-clockwise. Just put the mag towards the spool, unfortunately, in this scenario. I went the wrong way. I was going to say it's been a blankety blank, but we've had a whiting, so I can't, unfortunately. I was going to write on the title blankety blank, but I can't even do that. Look, I've had a whiting. A bat strike. A bat strike what? What did the bat strike? Yeah, I saw your video, Sweet Corn Kid. You got a nice technique there. You do the same as me. I wrote a comment on there though. You're doing the same as me with your right arm, aren't you? You're bending it too much on the backswing, but who am I to tell you how to cast? I've just noticed on your video you do the same as I do, which is something I've got to address. So you got keeping that arm straight on that back, on that whole swingy bit behind you is weird, isn't it? So I do the same thing. Your casting was amazing the other day on that video, fella. You've done some lovely casts, One of them was really weird. You done like an orbital pendulum, was it? Where you made it swing around funny, but not like I make it. You made it swing around, go around like a pendulum, and cast it. It looked lovely, it did. Yeah, that whole straight arm thing's bad, isn't it? Because if I try and keep it straight, Stu, I then struggle to cast. So it's a real catch-22, Stu, because you should be keeping it straight, but it makes my casting bad. So it's kind of like, if it works for you how you're doing it, sort of, it works for you how you're doing it, do you know what I mean? But it don't feel right straight, does it? I know, man, I know, I'm the same. I did one the other night like it, and I did one when I got here earlier like it. The first one earlier, before I went on live, the first pendulum cast I did earlier was nice. The second one was an absolute disgrace. And the third one was a right in between. You'd be happy with it fishing, do you know what I mean? The first one was like a tournament one. It kept on going and going. The second one was a mess, and the third one was nice. You know, it was just a nice size 100-yard fling. Do you know what I mean? But I don't really need. I'm finding with the multipliers I'm using, I can do 100-odd plus yard cast with just an overhead punch, more than easily, and they're not fluffing. They're not causing me grief. So I think it's the magnets, you know. The magnets are so good. It's not letting them fluff up and stuff. So with magnets, you haven't got to rely on it so much as brake blocks and whatever and pressure. So that's something you got to move into, Sweet Corn Kid. Is get on the magnets, man. It's a different world, mate. You can get rid of all them brake blocks and all that stuff and just rely on magnets. It's so much more reliable, man. I'm loving the magnets, and I've only just got back into multiplier fishing, so I wouldn't be without them now. I'm magnet. You see that TSR on the left-hand rod, Sweet Corn, or Stew, should I just call you? I'm putting magnets in them later. I've got the pair of them TSRs recently, haven't I? That are in very good condition, and I'm drilling a hole in the side of one, in the pair of them later, and putting single mags in them, mono mags. Because I don't like the mags track system that comes in them. It's very hit and miss, and it only moves a tiny amount, so it's just useless, mate. It works for the purpose, but it's not smooth to use. It's not nice to use. So I've got these tiny little stubby mono mags from Black Dog. They look lovely, they do. They're going in it. No, not Rockets. No, the Rockets ones are good, but I went with Black Dogs because Black Dogs do this different stubby one. It looks nicer for my reel. The ones that Rocket do, I wasn't keen on the aesthetics of them for my reel, to be honest with you. So I've gone with Black Dog for that reason. It just looks like a good little one for my reel, you know. It seems to suit the reel perfectly, so we're going with that. Welcome in. Eastern Saint Fly, welcome in, mate. Welcome in anyone else that's just joined. Where's David S? Why can't I see, am I not on top chat? Why can't I see David S? Live chat. Oh, hello Craig. My chat's messing up, guys. I do apologise, right? But I've got to keep pressing live chat for it to actually let me see what's going on. It's really weird. It's not playing ball today. So sorry if I'm missing people here. Welcome back, Craig. We've had my McDonald's at John B brought me down. So I'm fed and watered, mate. We've had chocolate and crisps. We haven't had crisps, but we've had chocolate. Welcome back, Craig. We've had absolutely no multiplier issues other than I did the brakes the wrong way on the last cast. And actually I'm going to go and rechuck that because I wanted to get out further. So I'm going to go and rechuck the right hand rod just out of spite because I messed up. I was about to say something else then actually. I didn't. Strange story. The bait will still be alright, no doubt. So if it is, I'll chuck it back out. Take my jacket off. Good job I did check it, I hadn't unclipped that rig. That was one of my own ones as well. They do that sometimes, don't they? Didn't go as far as I wanted it though. Paying too much attention on what I was doing with the reel again. Messing around. It still went out alright though. I'm loving that sports rocket, that Mark II sports rocket. It's really nice to cast now. Now I've got that mag on it. It's better than it was before, that's for sure. If you just joined, welcome in. See some other people coming in there. We're having a very slow afternoon, no fish other than one whiting. And we're not expecting too much. Just having a nice chill out session, you know. About another hour left of the live, 50 minutes, we'll probably call it anyway because the water will disappear soon. Starting to see boulders poke up over there, so we're getting there now. Gets to the point where I won't be able to fish over the top of it because it'd be hard to come over the top of the rocks out there soon. Got about 50 minutes left. I'll probably finish it about 4 hours on the live, which is 50 minutes away. So. And I'll go home and start my TSRs after I've made my baits. Fella, I normally cast better than I have, but I'm paying too much attention mucking around. I need to do more side casts from the ground. This beach is hard though, man. It's awkward. It's really slopey and stepped, and I need to do pendulum casts really, Obi. But I'm like struggling at the moment to get my arms straight, and it's going a bit untoward. So I'm gonna just keep punching them overhead for now, because my overhead casts are going further than most at the moment. Don't need to do all fancy stuff, man. I messed that one up because I was once again trying to mess around with the reel, and I keep using my wrong hand. I need to hold the rod in my right hand and use my left hand on the reel. I keep trying to do the right hand. It's weird. I need to stop changing hands like that. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. So when I'm playing with the magnet, I'm grabbing it with the right hand. I should be doing it with the left. I should hold the rod in the right hand and do it with the left. Nice one, Brian. 8:30, yeah? Never know, mate. You might see me there. I doubt it though, bud. You will be seeing me over that way soon though, guys. Seaford, Hove, Brighton way. I'll be venturing that way. It's somewhere I wanted to fish for a while. So I'll be going that way soon. They've got better tides than us. They don't go out as far, so you don't have tide drops like we do around here. So you can fish it all through the tides. So. Okay, Fishing Frustration, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you, brother. Enjoy your nap, man. As we always know, time is a thing. If there's water there and we suddenly get bites, then my timing will probably go out the window. So yeah, exactly, John. You just chill out, man. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Stu. I really appreciate you, mate. Keep doing your videos, Stu. I tell you what, mate. Your videos are amazing, man. I love the way you edit your stuff. I might have to have a talk with you soon, mate, because I like the way you edit your stuff, mate. So I might have to chat to you soon about that. But have a great afternoon, Stu. Thanks for joining, mate, and I'll speak to you soon, buddy. Yeah, speak to you, Stu. Cheers, pal. If you haven't seen Stuart Sweetcorn Kids videos, please go and check him out at some point, yeah? His videos are really well made. Like, seriously well edited in videos. The way he does his videos and music's very well done, I have to say. So if anyone hasn't checked him out, go and check him out, please. Because he's a great guy and he's got some great content coming, so he's doing more and more as it goes now, so he's getting better and better. So, and I can tell you he's been a man of the fishing community for many years, because I used to chat to him 20 years ago on carp forum, so he's been around the fishing scene a long time, that man. That's it, yeah, bang it up quickly, cheers. I was going to ask someone to bang it up actually before, whilst I was talking about it, thanks for that. I think it's already been up, but stick it, exactly, stick it up again, cheers Jamie. At least people can go and see him. If you haven't seen him, it is honestly really good footage. I you know, I can watch his videos all the way through all the time. Right, no problem. No problem. And that's an honest thing, I can watch Stuart's videos. I can't watch everybody's videos all the way through. Sometimes I have to have a little break and I come back to them. Sometimes I don't. But Stu's I get addicted to and I have to watch it. Sounds like a Jack Russell. Meow. It's the same dog as earlier, I'm sure. Can't believe there's 28 people hung on. Thanks guys, I appreciate you. I've actually caught one whiting and nothing else. But it's not that sort of session. We knew it was going to be slow. I said that from the start, so it's just about being outside, isn't it? Got a great view of the sea there in the camera, haven't you? So it's a shame you're not seeing that at night like that, isn't it? Really? Them summer months are coming though, where you get the light all evening. That's when I like fishing. I like fishing a midnight tide, and you can get there like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and it's still light and warm. They're my favourite tides. A few hours before, a couple of hours after, they're my favourite tides. Yeah, we're on the south coast of England fishing for rays or anything that might come along. So come on. We've been fed by one of the subscribers, John B. Big shout out, thank you very much. Dropped us down a burger and chips and chocolate and tea. Talking of teas, we best get the kettle on again for the last time, I reckon, of this session. Like I said, I'm not rebaiting regularly because there's no point. The baits are coming in untouched, so which is kind of a good thing. We're not getting loads of whiting. It's also making it a bit slow, but never mind. We'll have this through here. We can pack all the bits up, and then no doubt the fishing will pick up, and we'll have to unpack it all again. But that'd be a good problem to have. Show my kettle setup, please. Okay. No worries. Show you my kettle setup. I've got a Ridge Monkey cooker, a JRC stain, and one of them bottles, buddy. There's my kettle setup. And there's all the side over there, my cigarette. And there's on my side. That's my box I put on my streaming kitting. And you see I've got my side tray down here. Yeah, man. I've got my tripod in front of me, man. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that's how we're set up, guys, just like that. Look. My kettle is not actually inside a bivvy, so don't panic. It is in there, but it's not a shut bivvy, otherwise I'd never do it. If you've got a tent, you should never have a kettle and a cooker inside it, but this isn't really a tent, is it? It's an open face shelter, so it's a bit different. It's a really obedient big dog, that is. But make sure your XLs are caged up, yeah? Is that really obedient big dog in front of us? Can do no damage at all to anybody. I'm not going to start about that, though. It's something I don't want to get into. David Haynes. Really obedient, mate. Is that tap on the left rod? Come on, fish. See, that was my little setup, guys. Welcome in, David. Hope you're well, mate. How did you have a nice trip out, mate, wherever you went? We've only had one whiting, by the way. One pesky little whiting. And some seaweed. Oh, lovely, man. That was nice. Where's mine? No, John B sorted me out, mate. We're good. John B sorted me right out. And JD, you know me said about fishing over that rough ground over there? I don't know about that, buddy. It's changed on this tide, mate. So different. That's rough, mate. It's beyond rough. I don't think there's any fishing over that, mate. Next to it, not over it. It's ridiculous. I need to come down here at low tide and have a really good recce out of this beach. Did you? Yeah. What's that? You got no power until then, man? Why is that then, man? They're doing works or something. You got no electric. It's actually getting quite cold now as well. I know, sweet. He's a nightmare, bless him. He's got reasons to need a poo, bless him. He needs a poo. If he needs a poo, he needs a poo. Simple as that. It's David Pooh Haynes. Yeah, he's a lovely fella though, sweet. I've met him face to face, like personally, and he's not what you expect. He's a lovely man. I'll be back. Don't wee on my stuff, please. I know what you dogs are like at weeing on my stuff. Hello, buddy.
Alright now. Back away. What are you fishing for?
Rays, really, but anything.
Rays?
Rays, hopefully.
Oh, blimey.
But anything that swims in the ocean, sir. Is he a puppy by any chance? Is he?
3.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's just
Big lummocks, isn't
as
he?
soon as he sees anything like this, he'll
I
be in
know.
amongst it.
He's a big lummock, isn't he? I can tell by the way he's bouncing around.
He's totally stupid.
I know, I can tell. I knew he wasn't old. He's filling out, isn't he?
Yeah, he will do. He's starting to fill out now.
3's only a puppy for something like that, isn't it?
40 kilos, so he's not small.
Lovely dog.
But, yeah.
They've always boisterous, them ones, isn't
Oh,
they?
the little one's in charge, though.
Yeah, you know it. The little ones always are. Fly me to the really badly viewing moon. There we go. I know it's a tiny bit blurry there, mate. So happens when people get in the way. I know, David, it sucks, man. Just keep going, David. You got this, man. You keep eating that shit you eat, mate. That's all I can say. Yeah, I know it is, mate. It's just because that fella and I was pissing around in front of the camera, John. It had taken focus on nothing that appeared in the air. Yeah, he's the poo master. David Pooh Haynes, isn't it? David MP Haynes. Not MP, NP, need a poo. NAP, Nap. David Nap Haynes. That's his name now. David Nap Haynes. I love you really, David. I'm only mucking about, man. You know that. Yeah, no, you can't fish. Yeah, Jay, there's no fish in the bit I thought I'd be able to fish. Because the rocks are now sticking up about 5 foot. They were only sticking up about a foot the other day. So just tide by tide, it changes so much. You wouldn't want to risk fishing over that, mate. I fished the groin next to it, or a bit next to it. There's a nice bit next to it, the concrete risen bit actually. I wonder if you can stand on that and cast. That looks alright. I wonder if that is like a little risen higher bit of beach there. That's an option. I'll have a look at that on the way out. One white ting. One pesky little ting. That's all we've had, fella, embarrassingly. But we're here for a bigger ray or something like that, so I'm not worried, man. I know you did. Yeah, Jamie's been through the mill, unfortunately. Right through it, man. Right through it. But he's still here with us, aren't you, David? You're a trooper, mate. The rig out here, I must put it away. For more, and I must have put that away then. Let's find that in a minute. Where did I put that? You got your cooker on. Yeah, Andrew, not very productive, buddy, I'm afraid, mate. But we're not really here fishing for small things or anything. We're here fishing for one bite, really, one good fish. So I'm not fussed, Andrew. It's just about getting out today, mate. Before my hectic evening of fitting things into reels that I've got coming up. So I've got quite a busy reel evening tonight. So I'm going to make the leftover baits I've got defrosting in here, like the mackerel and that, which ain't defrosted yet. When I get home, I'm going to cut it into strips and I'm going to wrap it in squid and then refreeze it, so it's at least in a usable bait form the next time I use it. So I've got loads of squid and mackerel wraps made up for ray fishing for the near future. If I do the rest of the pack of squid and the 6 mackerel tails I've got defrosting, mackerel tail sections, that should pretty much do the pack of squid. I get 2 wraps out of 1 squid because they're only small squid. So, and I get 6 strips out of the mackerel tail section, so because they're only joey mackerels. So that's pretty much what I do, David. I don't poke the mackerel inside just I sometimes do that, Dave, where I just poke inside the mantle and then wrap it up, but I generally cut the mackerel mantle in half, the squid mantle in half, and just a nice little strip, and then wrap the two flaps over the top and wrap it up, David. That's pretty much what I do, mate. I make 2 out of 1 squid, because they're small squid. That's how I do it, buddy. Pretty much how we all do it, buddy. I seriously appreciate everyone's time today. 3.5 hours and we've only had one meeting, so I know some of you have been here from the start, but I know a lot of you don't care about that. It's about being here, so I'm not going to keep banging on about it, but I feel like I need to say because I appreciate everyone staying around. And John B's a legend bringing me food down today. I would have been screwed without John B today. I would have been hungry as hell by now. So thanks, John. And then I wouldn't have been fit for doing my reels later because I'd have been starving. Yeah, David, it is hard, mate. Especially what you said about it makes your bones brittle as well, mate. So I feel for you, buddy. You alright? Yeah, you're fine, man, you're fine. You're about 10 foot above your head, sir. You probably can, but they'll still be about 10 foot above your head. Nah. Nah, just one whiting. I wasn't expecting a lot, just maybe the odd ray. Oh, did it? A basking shark washed up. Yeah. Yeah, this it is the time you do. It could be the net boats out there or anything causing that.
I swim down here regularly.
Do you?
With a gun.
Oh, you spearfish?
I do, yeah.
Do you?
And if the water's clear and I can see, so I swim half a mile, come back again, and if it's clear, I take my gun back. I have a couple of bats, cut the place.
Nice.
It's so filthy.
Yeah. What was that recently? You've been having them?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah. No. I know the bass have been about in numbers. Big one, I know, sir. I'm after my first £10 one. I've only been trying 30 years now.
You don't fish, you won't catch.
Exactly that, sir. That's why I'm here. Cheers, mate. Oh, interesting. He's a spear fisherman. That's something I've never tried, you know. And I don't mind people, right, when they do that. When he's actually a free diver by the sound of it. Spear fisherman. That's seriously hardcore, man. That's hardcore. I don't like spearfishing particularly, guys, I won't lie, but if he's doing it for the table and he's got all the gear and he free dives for it, does snorkeling and free diving for fish, good on him. Yeah, I know, David, man. Let's see. Let's hope you get better, man. Hey, come on. Come on, David, you got this, man. Well, I'm going to eat a packet of crisps now. I'm sorry about the lack of activity of casting and stuff, but there's no point. Although I might have a little practice cast in a minute before there's no water. Because it's a bit slow, isn't it? Is that what they do, Jamie? They give you bone fillers, yeah? I take it that's through like a drip or something, is it? Yeah, I think in a minute I'm going to reel the right hand rod in and have 10 minutes casting on it, I think. Blimey, David, man, you've been through the mill, haven't you, man? I didn't realise you had quite that much stuff going on, geezer. Oh, I nearly knocked the tea over. Yeah, so nice to meet John B today as well. I have to say, John, if you're still in the chat, it was nice to meet you, mate. I can see you're related to the flower ladies, because I know some of your other family as well. And I can tell you're definitely related, mate. It was a pleasure meeting you, geezer. And we'll definitely have to get fishing, man. I'll have to get you out, man. We'll have to beg the boss, like, to let you out for an evening, you know what I mean? Let the shackles off. Because it was nice meeting you, mate. It'd be nice to fish. Don't have to go live, John, you know what I mean? We'll just have a nice pleasure session. I'm just going to finish this tea. I'm going to pack up my tea stuff. And I'm going to have a few casts. And I'll put that rod away. I'll move the camera around in a minute. I'll stand over where that lady's going to be in a minute. I'll have a few practice casts. Take my jump off. And I'll use the Rocket 2, the Mark II sports rocket. I'm going to try a few pendulums with a straight arm. See if we can, slow ones. See if we can just get the motions. There's only one way of practicing. I know, sweet, he's been right through it, honestly. It's quite upsetting to hear, but the thing is, sweet, is David is such a trooper. When you meet him, he's just such a brave soul, man. Honestly, he's just so cool. Such a nice fella. Trust me, sweet, the way he comes across online is not what you get in real life. Well, it is, but it isn't, you know? It kind of is, but it isn't. He's a lovely geezer, trust me. David's another man that brought us dinner down as well, actually. When we were down at Southbourne one day, he brought us fish and chips down the beach. So he's brought us dinners down as well. Absolute legend. I've got the tennis ball as well. Should we use that for the practice? Should we go proper practice here and go tennis ball so you can see what's going on? And I'll be able to see it better on my video then, won't I? If we go tennis, I hate casting it though. But it's better for the practice, isn't it? Putting all the stuff away, so I'm literally packed it all away. I'm going to leave the left rod out and we're going to bring the right rod in and just use it for a little bit of casting practice, guys. Might as well have a little muck around for a bit. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute, I'll be back in a minute. What we're going to do is we're going to move the rod round. Alright. Alright. I'm going to use this 4 ounce tennis ball weighted 4 ounces. In total it comes to 4.5 ounces. That's enough. there's my missing rig here. Found it, it was on the rod. What a bonker. Right, take his jacket off. Let's have a few casts. Let's have a little casting practice session before we pack it all up, shall we? It's nice to get this on video so I can watch it myself. I might do this quite often now. Let's have a go.
This beach doesn't help the slope. You haven't got the width behind. I could stand up unless the top. You stood up here. I could stand up there, yeah. playing. Practicing the legs. No, you're alright. You're alright down there. I ain't going over there. So.
We'll deal with that at home. That's because I took the mag off. I was risking it. That was my own fault. I started pulling mag out of it and it was a bad time because I just started getting a little bit of a technique there. Never mind, that's enough. That's enough. A little bit like that every session will help. And there's a lesson learned, guys. Don't push your luck with your mags. Always leave a bit more than you think on. Because I've just gotten a lovely little birdie. We'll sort that out at home though. So I'm going to put that rod away. I'm just going to finish my tea whilst it's still warm. Well, I hope that actually got any of that. I don't think it will have, looking at the camera. Gutted. Bird's nest. Yeah, I'm trying to just get a technique before I worry about power, geezer. Do you know what I mean? Power's the last thing you need to worry about. It's technique, smoothness, then power. Power's your last worry, man. Trust me. I can do it half as powerfully as if you get it right and go twice as far as if you go for it and get it wrong. Do you know what I mean? I used to be able to cast pretty well back in the day, but I've got to get back used to it, man. It's been a long time, do you know what I mean? I can cast pretty well anyway if I don't mess around pendulum casts. If I do my normal helicopter or off the ground or just an overhead bump, I'm good, man. I just like to play around a bit. But let's get that rod put away. Well, it's been good fun anyway. I don't mind getting the odd birdie when I'm practicing casting. It's inevitable. Especially when you take the mag off like I did. It was well too far, clearly. It's not even that bad, the bird's nest. I just need to be at home and patience to do it, not right now. Yeah, been good fun, hasn't it? I'm not going to bother putting the other TSR on to play around like that because it's just not worth it now. I'm not going to get another real dirty now for that. Put this away though. There she is, the one we've just been using. That's what we've been using today. I put this on it, which is very smooth on this reel. It's very smooth. So in a minute ago, that's fully magged there, and I'm normally casting with it about like 1 turn off. A minute ago, I was about 3 turns about there. It was like literally 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was literally there. 1, 2. That's where I just cast that, and that's too much mag off. I should be casting it when it bottoms out there. That's fully magged. Back knob on top. There, it's about 3/4 of a turn back from full is where I should be casting at. And then as it goes through the air, you bang it off. But I've got to get used to the fact it twists that way to take it off. Normally a mag would twist that way to take it off. Makes it screw out like a mono mag, so it's a little bit backwards to normal. Got to get used to it. But yeah, that's why I birdied, because I took too much mag out of it a minute ago. And that's what I use, a little piece of motocross inner tube. Look. That's a piece of heavy duty Michelin, like 30 pounds worth of inner tube. I just chopped it up for these. 25 quid. John B would know exactly what I mean. Heavy duty Michelin. Green band around it, is it? Bloody expensive inner tube. I chopped it up for thumb guards for fishing. Someone else's rubbish here, we'll take that. Steamed, this bloody wafer thin ham slice. Let's take that. That's someone else's rubbish, that's the beach, we'll have that. Le bucket. Handy, one of the most handy things, these square buckets. Much handier than the round one, I can assure you. Oh, you weren't facing the right way. Sorry guys, I meant to put you back round, I forgot. Oh dear. Well, it's coming to the end now anyway guys. I was going to end at 4 hours, so that's banging anyway. We'll just have a quick smoky one. I'll have a cigarette quick, and then we'll pack away. I'll end the live, and we've got 5 more minutes basically, then we'll end the live. Yeah, we'll just chill for a minute. It's all the way now from the bivvy, that one rod, so it'll take me 5 minutes. I'll be out of here. I'm sorry we haven't caught any biggies or anything today, but that was to be expected really. It's going to be a slow one today. Daytime sessions never are too prevalent, are they? So we've had one waiting, so it wasn't a Les Dawson at least. We didn't blankety blank. We didn't have to pick up our checkbook and pens, that was the main thing. We've got 61 likes, there's 29 people still there, so thanks for being here, guys. Like I say, another 4 minutes or so and we'll call it on the head, but it's been a lovely session. Thanks John B, thanks Kojak, thanks all the moderators, thanks everybody for being here, man. It's been a pleasure once again. I've got all my stuff packed up, so I'm going to go home shortly, have a nice bait making session, make all them wraps up like I said I was going to, and then get them frozen, have a shower, and then get busy with my reels, man. First thing to do with them is degrease them totally, so because I'm planning on potentially sticking parts of this mono mag in as well. Let's see how I fit them. If they fit tight without it, I might not bother. Let's see how it fits. Yeah, sorry I haven't had you more fish, Jamie. JD, thanks for being here. Yeah, the water's going, yeah. The water is exactly... And this is only the beginning of it, guys. This water goes, so it's like the moon out there. The tide will be about 200 metres away from where it is now in a minute. There won't be any water for about 200... It's a big tide today, so yeah, it'll be a long way out. There'll be a good 100 metres of sand and rock and that, and then water. So, and then the water will only be about 2 foot deep for about half a mile out. So, it's absolutely pointless. That's why I only fish down so far. And this beach you can't even chase down the tide because there's too rocky out there. So if it was a sandy beach that I was chasing down, I'd potentially think about it, but it's not. So and that kid over there needs to be really careful on them boulder things because it's so dangerous. They're so slippery. Yeah, there you go, there's the sea. One more time. Nah, man. Oh my word, I'm actually seeing something sticking out the water over there. What is that? Oh, it's my line. Seaweed on my line. But yeah, thanks for joining everyone. I'm going to turn this round and say goodbye. Thanks for joining everyone. It's been a pleasure. John B, it's absolutely awesome meeting you, brother. I'm going to have to do it again, man. Thanks, mods. Thanks everyone for joining. Sorry I didn't catch fish, and sorry my casting session didn't really show me casting by the looks of where the camera was pointing, but anyway. Yeah, cheers sis. Cheers everyone for joining. Once again, it's been KayakDangleruk UK. I'll see you again soon. Have a great weekend. Thanks John B, you're a star. Thanks Kojak. Kojak, I'm going to call you later if you don't mind. A bit later this afternoon, this evening, mate. Catch you later, guys. It's been KayakDangleruk UK.